All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Thursday night, Friday morning. This is the late night stream number 3 of today. So we are probably not going to get a ping. We are. Okay, we'll grab this. If you have just joined, how did you know we were live? There's no way you got a ping. We must have pinged YouTube like 4 times. This is going to say, let's see, Hot Umbreon Break. New free ones. Mega Brave Symphonia. Brave and Symphonia. We are. Look, we got 15 people. How did you guys find out about the stream? How did you find it? Brave Symphonia. New Final Fantasy? We'll say new Final Fantasy soon. All right, we're going to hit save on that. All right. Cool, man. Okay, Mr. Alex pinged. And wait a second, I don't see your comments. Is no one leaving a comment? That's not right. Is it working? Hold on. That's not right. I'm using the YouTube app. It's not showing any comments. Someone say something. I like it that it shows the comments. Hold on, let me log back in on the iPad. The iPad's so lame, dude. Because you have to, like, reset the app every time. Come on, dude. Just open up, will you? There you go. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's not showing anyone's comment. Boy, it's so weird how these companies make billions of dollars and they have, like, the buggiest software sometimes. Okay, we're clicking on this. And there are the comments. So comments are not showing on my screen tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it all works. I did get a ping. Apparently, I got a ping. It did ping. YouTube pinged me. Didn't get a ping for afternoon. Oh, strange. It's weird the way that works. I don't know how it works. Honestly, don't. It's like magic. It's like a mystery or something. All right. Well, we're ready to get started, guys. This is the late night Pokemon card live stream. We got slabs to price, slabs to take pictures of, slabs that have never been priced before. We've got breaks being hosted. We could use some new gym breaks probably. Gym breaks are real short, so people like those, you know. We could add more cards to the binder break. I could print some of these eBay labels. I probably ought to do that. I'll do that after the stream. Actually, let me see what we got. I sold some stuff on eBay. Are you proud of me? Yeah, I gotta get this one shipped. How did this one get so old? Crazy. All right, cool. Wow. The BGS displays are very popular. So strange. All right. Well, so let me go ahead and click on this. We have a Jose Arredondo ordered 4 hours ago. 1 spot in the Umbreon, 1 TCC Shuffle Pack. You got it, the Raw Shuffle Pack? They're called Raw Shuffles. Okay. It's like, Lord Pop-Tart says, like the stream. Everyone, Marshall been at the clinic since 2 p.m. The clinic. Slabs to price, huh? Yes. Woo, binder break for the black labels. We've all been commenting. The comments normally show up on my phone with the YouTube app, but for some reason, it's not doing that for this stream. Also, let me get on to the all messages. There we go. Because sometimes I don't get to see what people are saying as a result of that. Also, what do these buttons down here do? There's a shopping button. There's a check mark button. I'm scared to click on them and see what they actually do. What's this? This one's got like a sun. Now, I'm scared of all those buttons. I'm not going to touch any of them. F that. All right, so here's the Umbreon. He is more than halfway done. No, he's halfway done. That's right. He's halfway done. We still have Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia. I expect that we will get the rest of them now delivered now that I've paid over $400 of custom import fees and tariffs. Tariffs. You know, tariffs are going to make me think about how we price these, okay? So let me put these over here. Freaking tariffs, bro. All right. My supplier doesn't like it. I think he's mad at Trump. Jose Arredondo. All right. Let's grab this. Jose Arredondo. Okay. I've not seen the new South Park. Do not spoil it for me. All right. Karis and I went out tonight. We had a little dinner. She had chicken nuggets. I had steak. So I'm very full now. Here we are. What's work? My daddy's a millionaire. What? There you go. Very good. How much did you spend to get 400 in tariffs? Well, it was a variety of things. Actually, it was a bunch of stuff. Here we are. You know, we actually import stuff. We really do, you know. What you guys probably didn't know is that I already paid custom fees for products over a certain price. So I always paid like a sort of tariff on products that are expensive. Here's Cindy. I thought that some of them were being auto-paid, but I guess not. I guess they don't get auto-paid. I got a FedEx account. Here we are. Here's James. So here's Sprigatito. Here's Rocket Sneasel. Rocket Sneasel. That's a cool one, man. Okay, but nobody wants them? What is your favorite food, mister? My favorite food? Not steak. God, I don't know, dude. Probably crab. Probably crab. One shuffle pack for Jose Redondo. One raw shuffle. Here goes. Ah, yes, the raw shuffles. Okay. 1, 2, 3. These work exactly like the pokey shuffles. Lots of cold ones and then some hotter ones. Okay, in this case, you're going to pull... This looks like an actual vintage Poliwhirl. Here's a Kangaskhan, a Cubone, and a Hydreigon. He's like a flying sock puppet. There we go. There it is. That is probably a cold pack. That's a cold pack for sure. All right, let's see. Real crab or imitation? I can enjoy imitation crab. Sometimes I'll buy a packet of the imitation crab and I'll just hit up the fridge and eat a whole piece of it and be like, fake crab. But I guess I haven't done that recently. I mean, it's just okay. It's like a hot dog of the sea. So I don't eat it too often, I suppose. There was a time period where I ate it a lot, but recently not so much. All right, nobody bought the Sprigatito. He's going in the Pokey Shuffle. $50, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And he goes. Number 05, Sprig, 10. Gross, says James Bean. You don't like the imitation crab? It's all right. It's not that bad. What are you talking about? Fight me. Okay, whew, something really wrong with my left arm. When I lift my shoulder, when I lift my left arm above my shoulder, it hurts really bad. Wonder what causes that. I've been doing a little bit of weightlifting, but I can't imagine that's the cause because it's not that severe of weightlifting. It's like pretty mild. All right, this is $75. Let's get this into the the live customs. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And he's going. We need one of these. How's your breathing? Good. What do you mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. Are you asking if I'm out of breath? I'm not out of breath. Fake crab. No, thank you, mister. Well, I like both the fake crab and the real crab. I eat a lot of real crab, too. Crab legs are surprisingly not that expensive. I used to think they were really expensive, and maybe they were. But what happened was the price of everything else went up. So in the past, you know, crab legs were like $25 for a pound of them or something like that. And then, you know, you went to Taco Bell and you could buy like a taco for $1 and a bean burrito for $1. Now, crab legs are still kind of like $25 a pound, except Taco Bell costs like $40 for one meal at Taco Bell. So, you know, prices have changed on some of the things you used to eat. Those went way up, and the price of crab did not go way up. It kind of stayed the same, probably because it was already a luxury item. It is. Okay. So nowadays I go, well, you know, we can have a crab night every now and then. I don't think I've had it in a while, though. Wait, I just wrote Jose Redondo 3 times. I'm talking to you about crab. You got me distracted, bro. I can't be talking about succulent, delicious crab. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's the way to do it. All right. I've been trying to reach you about your Pokemon card extended warranty, mister. May I come in? Yeah. We are. I've been meaning to talk to you about your extended warranty. Put that there. And put this here. All right. So this shall say 067. Done sparse. 10. All right. Quickie has a gun. What? Okay. Boom. All right. So he is in. He's a nice 10. He's a Sky Rich 10. All right, very good. What else we got going on here? So we got this lovely Eevee. I like this Eevee. So let's bring this Eevee down to 60 for fun. Nobody bought this Eevee, so what I'm going to do, bring it down to 60. This guy's going up in the Poke Shuffle. Heck yeah, dude. Look at that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There it is. Hello, everyone. Oh, I already read that. King Crab, yummy. Yeah, I did have King Crab not too long ago. Honestly, I thought it was really good. But I think that Snow Crab is better. Snow Crab. High quality Snow Crab. Eevee Poker 10. All right. He's going in. He's in the Poke Shuffle now. That's a nice 10. In the Poke Shuffle he goes. All right. Got that Cindy for Tammy. How about a new slab, huh? You guys want a new slab? Let's see what we got over here, huh? So here is a really old one. All right, this guy is ready to ship, though. I'm going to place this over here. And here's another one to check. Okay, so we got this Donnie, huh? Let's look up Donnie. Looks like an abandoned one to me. Let's try typing in the last name. I've never had Dungeness. There we go. How you guys feeling tonight? Hey, how's it going, guys? Happy Thursday. Boil or steam? Give me a minute. Back over here. So he was last here on 12/24. Okay. Not old enough. We're going to say 125, like that. Okay, now that has an age. So we are not touching that card. That's still his. We're looking for ones that are really, really abandoned, you know, like ones that, I mean, that one seems abandoned, but, it, you know. Here's one that's very likely abandoned. It's quite old. Give it to me. Send in those orders, guys. What do you want to do tonight? Who wants to get lucky tonight? What's the hottest thing to pull these days, guys? What are you guys trying to pull? Tell me. Oops. All right. This one is truly abandoned. Just like I thought. These are in the 5s, so you can just tell by the age. Okay. All right. There it is, Bulbasaur and Mew. Look at that, guys. Looking good? Huh? Those look nice. Pull a Missouri 8. Mew is cute. Mew is cute. All right. I'm hoping this storm coming in doesn't ruin my home. Ugh, I hate that. Tornado watch. Hope it's not me this time. You know, you see it in the news. Somebody gets hit with like a serious tornado, loses all their stuff, and you're like, oh man, it sucks for them, not me. But that could have been me. All right, let's see. $30 on Bulbasaur. This is good stuff. Okay, we're gonna say 35 on the Mew. All right. Those TCC graded slabs will not be here forever, because this is part of like some abandoned slabs from like multiple years ago. When these are sold, I will not run into them again, because we're not grading a whole bunch of TCC slabs anymore. We're not doing that. It's just not happening. So 2 years from now, there will not be these on the table ever again. You won't see it. One spot on the Umbreon, 1 in the TCC Shuffle Pack. That's Jose Ordano. We already did that one. Here's Martin Ramirez, 1 Gem 2, 1 PRB 2, 1 Live Custard. Ooh, that's a very important order. So you ordered that 3 hours ago. Let me make sure no one else ordered 3 hours ago for Live Custom. So that's good. Let me hit refresh on the Zells. Okay. This was ordered at 1:55 a.m. So you ordered this 3 hours ago. Martin Ramirez, 1 Live Custom. Here goes. Boom. Oh, look at that. What'd you get for 20 bucks? Lily Solgaleo 10. Wow. He got this for 20 bucks, everybody. Crazy. There it is. Lily Solgaleo. All right, Mr. Martin. Martin Ramirez. Congratulations. I'm surprised a bunch of people didn't jump in here. It was clearly hot. Okay. Now, it wasn't the only part of his order. He also wanted a Gem 2 and a PRB 1. Let's go grab those. Gem 2. Gem 2, PRB 1. Do we got another box? Yeah, we do. The Pichu and red or whatever one it is. I pulled a hamster. You got ham? I want some ham. All right. There we go. The nude Mew. Yeah, he's kind of naked. All right. What do we got here? We got Captain Mustache. Okay. Lovely. So today we tried out vertical streaming. The data is in. That vertical stream was pulling in an unusual amount of views. A little bit higher than usual. Not a lot higher, but it was a little bit higher. So that is a curious thing. Martin, I mean, we might have to have a once in a while a vertical stream to keep testing that. The theory is that YouTube pushes it differently. That is the theory. All right. We want to make sure that we cast a wide net. So an ever so often mandatory vertical stream to catch new people. It's not a bad thing, guys. All right, vertical's gross. It's obviously not popular with you guys because you are here because we do a horizontal stream. Yes. All right, so we got Jason Oa. He says, 1 spot in the Umbreon, 1 waifu shuffle, 1 live custom. Oh, snap. Okay, he ordered that 3 minutes ago. That is a cold live custom. 1 spot for the Umbreon, 1 waifu shuffle. Let's grab that waifu shuffle. The other guy who sniped it, he pulled 3 hours ago. I thought there'd be more orders like that too, by the way, when you think about it. Boom. 1 cold one, 1 cold one. Okay. And then 1 spot in the Umbreon. Let's grab that 1 spot in the Umbreon for Jason Oa. What's up, Jason? Welcome back, man. Nice to see you. All right. I hope this isn't a miss. It could be, though. It is. All right. Let's see. Umbreon, right here. Nice. They pop up a lot watching shorter. You should try to go live 12 or 1 again. I bet viewership would go up. Yeah, if we started earlier, I think you're correct. But it would also change the nature of my schedule with Karis. So what you're saying is tell Karis, sorry, I could hang out with you because you're awake or you're falling asleep or whatever, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go work more. So, you know, it's difficult to do that. We could start an hour earlier and end an hour sooner. Wouldn't really change our hangout time, though. She stays up late. Karis stays up real late. She goes to work at 8 a.m., but she doesn't have to wake up and prepare to go to work. So, like, she doesn't have to shower. She doesn't have to drive. She's full remote. So she just climbs out of bed, opens her laptop, and work starts. So she can climb out of bed at, like, 8:05, hit the start button, and she's good. So as a result of this, if she wants, she can stay up till 1. Doesn't bother her. And that's kind of what we do. All right. So, there we go. Umbreon up to 6. He is now more than halfway done. 4 spots remain. Yugi Tao, 1 spot in the Umbreon. Yugi Tao, what's up, man? Welcome back, man. We got Yugi Tao, everybody. What did you guys do for your Thursday night? Did you have any fun? Vertical video has the world addicted now. Wild, huh? Yeah. Vertical video, huh? It would be interesting if we ran 2 different phones and one of them connected directly to like TikTok or something like that. So TikTok didn't detect it as a multi-stream. And I guess that would require pretty good upload speeds, though. And a good router, because you'd have 2 live streams running simultaneous. David Velez, Umbreon break. Oh, you better jump in this. It's going to finish. This is finishing right now in front of your eyes. All right, David Velez up to 8. There it is, 8. Good. Thank you, David. Dylan Chan, 10 Mega Symphonies. You got it. Tilt this up a little bit. All right. Got off at 10 this morning and slept all day. Nice. You have to have a Pinocchio doll that has a nose that gets longer each stream. That's a funny thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those. All right. Snip of this. Snip of this. All right, look at that. Very calming being up in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's a good time to open Pokemon cards, actually. You get some privacy. There you go. You can make bad decisions. We got Latios. Latios. I pooped in my car. I was stuck in the Mexican border. Did you actually poop in your car, Izzy? Oh my gosh, you did, didn't you? That doesn't even sound like a joke. It sounded real. It is? That sucks, dude. You are? So, you had to go really bad, couldn't hold it, but you were in a really bad line? Dang, dude. Yes. You are? I guess that's a good reason to keep a miniature bathroom in your car, maybe? I don't know. I would have climbed out. I'd have opened my door, squatted one out right on the road, probably. If I had a real emergency. There's that. He was prairie dogging. Yeah, you a bag or something? All right, and there you go. That's a cold round. Dylan Chan, cold round on the Mega Symphonies. Keep a toilet seat. Yes, something, dude. Holy. All right, you pulled a couple of these, double R's and one AR, but overall, that was a really rough round. Sorry, man. Dylan Chan, try again, man. Imagine taking a dump halfway in the U.S. and halfway in Mexico. All right. The Border Patrol, they're like, step over here, please. Drive over here, please. We're going to do an extra inspection of your car. They open the door. They smell that smell. They're like, oh, oh, no. I wonder if that would be an effective tactic for getting them to not search your car. Take a dump in your own car, and it just smells rancid, and you're like, well, you had me waiting in line so long, I pooped my pants. There you are. All right, we got Ghastly. Maybe they'd be like, oh, move along. They're like, you can smuggle the drugs. I don't care. I don't want to go in that car. Too smelly. There's Talo. Ooh. I caught it all in a rectangular tissue box. Surprisingly clean maneuvering. Nice. Nice. Crisis averted. Imagine it was like diarrhea. Ooh. I mean, diarrhea is an emergency for a lot of people, right? So it's like, imagine it was diarrhea and it just went everywhere. And you had nowhere. Yeah, I have no clue. I'm just creating a horrible scenario. What do we have here? What do we have? We've got, why not? Sandstorm. Let's mark him down to 65. Let's get him in the Poke Shuffle. He's a good card. We're running out of good cards, guys. You don't understand. We're running out of good cards. That one's good. That's Sandstorm 10. Why not? Vintage 10. Those are hard to come by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so there's 13 of those. Number 54. Why not? This is the good stuff. It's going in. That's a vintage 10. Put the poo in the bag. That would have been very comfortable, uncomfortable ride home. Mister, when's the last time you sharted? I don't shart. It's never happened. There we go. All right. Never. There we go. Okay, now. Click. Here's Mark J. Valerian. He says, may I get a box of Pokemon Japanese Night Wanderer to give out to one lucky person? You're so nice. You just give out stuff all the time. All right, let me get you a Night Wanderer. I'll be right back. Where do I keep the Night Wanderer is the question. Let's see, not here. Not here. Not here. All right, here we are. What if Mr. is just a Pokemon seller AI? Mr. doesn't admit it when he sharts when he eats. Never eat. All right, here we are. All right. There we go. Oh, wonderful. Okay. All right, so this is going to say Mark. All right, good. And let's jump over here. You probably shard all the time. Don't even lie, man. You probably sharded and then asked the question. All right, that is reset. I believe it's ready to go. They did Ash dirty in that league. So just type in Mark. This is a whole booster box being given away by Mark. Mr. Mark is actually Mr. Hawaiian Rifleman. Mr. doesn't poo or pee. His body uses the energy he consumes. I guess I just don't take big wet farts too fast or something. I don't know. Do you guys shard a lot? Maybe we have very different diets. I don't know. It's just not a thing for me. All right, here's Sarah. 1 box OP PRB2. That can't be like an exclusive rare thing, right? Like you guys aren't all sharding, right? There you are. Pretty sure that's something you do when you eat something real bad. There you go. All right. It's like a health condition. Or maybe you're like farting too forcefully. Like, chill, dude. Like, don't fart so hard. Jesus. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, doesn't it feel like money? Feels like money. Ooh. You got me, mister. I super soaked the bottom of my toilet seat. Yeah, what the hell, dude? He probably sharded and he said, do you shard? Come on, dude. No way. Let's sniff this. And have a like. I shard daily, only for the fans. Oh, nice. Gotta get them followers, you know. Sarah, she wants a TCC Bulbasaur. You got it. It's all yours, Sarah. All right, there it is. Set that over there. Only 19 likes. Let me check that. Is that true? It says 21 likes on my screen. Hit that like button for me, guys. Smash that like button for me, guys. All right. Okay. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. Do it for you. All right. Give me a second. So place that there. I remember this. This Saba. Okay. Sarah. Okay. I feel like I can just do this. There we go. Okay. All right. You've got the man with the hat. He's the hat man. Whoa, that one looks cool, man. Look at that. That's a textured card. There's a universe where this is a shard stream. Mister, how many spots left for the PS? What is he talking about, guys? He said the PS. There you are. You mean the pack split? What are you talking about? There you are. You want this little Luffy? Yeah, you want this little Luffy, huh? Okay, here's Mr. Bones. Oh, God. There we go. Here's the replacement Ho-Oh Luffy has been updated on mobile. What? All right. Ooh. Very nice. All right, Bunny. That's what I said. Bunny bread. Okay. Oh, the man with the hat man. Ba-doink. One Piece looked too cool to be considered bulk. Nah, you're wrong, dude. There's tons of One Piece bulk, and it's not worth anything. There it is. People prefer Pokemon bulk. They say, I want the Pokemon bulk. I've sold a couple bulk boxes in my day, and when it comes with the One Piece in it, people complain. They go, I don't want all this One Piece. I want Pokemon. There we are. All right. They don't like One Piece. They don't like Dragon Ball. They don't like Final Fantasy. They just want Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Look at that. Can you just do Pokemon in mine? Miss Sarah. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Did the special animation happen with the blanks? Doesn't make sense for us to be compensated. What? You're wrong, Tammy. You guys paid a lot of money for that free app, and you demand compensation. I would anyways. All right, let's get this Tammy card to the front. Let's pull out this South Park card. Okay, let's grab this pile. What do we got here? We got an Adam Pasuish, Venusaur, rar, Venusaur. He's so rar. You still get the card, makes no difference. LMAO. Yeah, what the hell, guys? You still get the card. People look for any reason, Tammy. Set this up over here. All right. All right. There it is. You can lower the Talo and Venusaur 10%. Okay. So Talo shall now be a little cheaper. And Venusaur shall be a little cheaper. 10% of this is like 72. 10% of this is like 11 bucks, right? So it's like 100 and 105 maybe. Let's just say 105. All right, pretty good. Let's take a picture. Okay. We're heading right over here to the all consignment channel. All right. There it is. There it is. What do you guys think after this stream? What if we ended this stream early and did a walking stream together? What do you think? Ooh, what if we did it on the other YouTube channel? Philip R. Adonato. Philip's back. What do you want? Oh, wait a second. We owe something to Miss Sarah. We're not done. We owe something to Miss Sarah. She want Bulbasaur. It is. Did you get my slab? I'm getting your slab. Sarah, you know me. They call me Mr. Never Forgetty. Boop, boop, boop. All right, there it is. Nice. Still a Squirtle left, everybody. Still a Squirtle. So, Philip says, give me 3 of those Destined Rivals English. I was after the Pikachu VMAX TCC card. If it's gone, I'll just grab some credit. So, yes, he is gone, I'm pretty sure. He sold right away, didn't he? He was pretty cheap, too. He was like 50 bucks. So, what, that means you got $50 left over? What is this? This doesn't belong here. Oh, man, do I have an open box? I need to give that to it then. All right, here we are. Don't know how that even got it there. There we go. All right. Probably slid out of the box, and I probably put him in this Destined Rivals because I was too lazy to find the open box. Okay. Very nice. What is a walking stream? Where we go walking with a little bit of talking. It's a nice little extra calorie burn. You know, if we did it early enough in the morning, I bet I could do it. All right, here's a Toadscool, Annihilate. I just don't get the same walking done with Karis. With Karis, she just doesn't want to work out as much as I do. She didn't have to. She's already pretty fit. She's all skinny and stuff. All right, there we go. Philip, Mr. Philip, TheCardconomist, trying to build that shell. All right, take a look at that, huh? Nice. Okay, good. Okay. Philip with the P. Do you have a box? I don't remember. I don't think he does. Let's go look it over here. Here he is. Haha. Philip R. Adonato. Adornato. Any updates on the neighbor with the dog? Not really. She's been doing that for a while, but, you know, I spooked her the other day. I just kind of stared at her like a creepy guy and then didn't say hi or anything, and she probably got the message like, don't do that. All right, what we got here? What we got here? So I got a little block of shrink-wrapped cards. You know, I never shrink-wrap them. So John only shrink-wrapped them like this. He liked to do this so that they were easier to find later. So what do we have here? We have a Drew Hogan, huh? It's almost impossible to read. It is. Look at that handwriting. Okay, let's see when these were graded. These were graded in the 6s, huh? So I bet these are about 1.5 years old. Actually, it says right there, 2023. 7 and a 10. Okay, let's go look them up. A lot of abandoned Carddass slabs. He was last here on 5/24. These are officially a year and 3 months old. All right. So over 1 year. Did he ship? I mean, no, he just doesn't ship, huh? Okay. Weird. I don't know. I don't know. Why do people abandon anything? It is. I think they just decide they're bored of it. They don't care anymore. They don't want it. These aren't even Pokemon. These are non-Pokemon cards. Don't forget the credit. Not that I doubt you. I would never forget. They call me Mr. Never Forgetty. Now, it's a $50 credit. Is that right? I think that's what I was waiting for. 2 spots left on the Umbreons. Philip R. Adornato. I know the slab was 50. He says, yep. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Okay. That's put away. And we got these 2 nice cards right here. So this one got a nice pristine 10, huh? That's Aladdin. From Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. No, it's from the movie Aladdin, guys. This is going to say 20. All right. We have an order. Mr. Toasty, who wants $40. All right. You got it. This brings you up to 9. Okay. 9. Whoa! That is so close. Hathim, 5 mega sips. You got it, Mr. Thim. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know why this music's so good? This is the Pokemon gambling music, isn't it? This is the game room music. All right. Oh, but it's over. Can you read my message? I have a way to donate my bag. I just leave my bag in your office for every year. That's actually true. If you wanted to force me to accept a donation. It's funny. We are. Here's Cloud Guy, Cloudwitzer. Cold. Shuckle. Oh, yeah. Shuckle time. Shuckleberry time. You got any more of them schmeckles? All right. Okay, hit them with an H. You got a box over here. I'm a magician. Your clothes are red. All right. Your clothes are black. Who can quote that movie? Where did that come from? I bet you somebody in here can quote that movie. All right, this is for Hathim. Ta-da. Thank you, Hathim. All right. So what was our giveaway for tonight? 1 whole box. Ooh, yeah. Look at that box. Heck yeah, dude. Since there's 0 entries. Oh, because I probably typed in TCC. Hold on, wait a second. No, wait, I typed in Mark. Yeah, you got it, Mr. Matt. It is Kung Pao. Type in Mark. Oh, it's not working. Okay, hold on. Let me hit refresh on it. It's not working. Uh-oh. Nightbot's broken. Wait, maybe it's case sensitive now. Hold on, let me try this. Maybe it's case sensitive at this point. Because it's been not case sensitive for a while. It's case sensitive now. Oh, all right. So it's going to be all caps. Hold on. It's case sensitive. They must have just started that because it wasn't in the past. I don't think anyways. All right. So you must do case sensitive, Mark. Or else you get the spank. All right. Here we go. Let's choose a winner. Click. PDX. Oh, yeah. All right, you're in PDX. Set this over here. We're handing out more spots throughout the stream, so don't go anywhere. That's a $90 booster box for free. Thanks to Mark. Okay, Mark, we got the August donations link. I donated a Zubat, didn't I? I donated a Zubat. When did I count that donation? Did I count it the month that we started it? I don't think we did. What was the Zubat worth? Like 30 bucks, maybe? I don't know, maybe 40 bucks. I think it was like 40. All right, so Mark is up to 180. Dang, dude. All right. Crazy. Crazy. Hey, how many people are in the Team Rocket break? That is the Team Rocket pack split. Let's see. Ryan Shapiro is. Rigoberto Gillis, 2 out of 11 people. $34. You could pull a Charizard. Vintage Charizard. Very nice. I know you're tempted. I know you're stroking your chin going, maybe. Perhaps. Heracross. Groudon. Eevee. Sandslash. Nidoking. Blue Eyes White Wagon. There is Zapdos. Oh, Zapdos is perfect for Poke Shuffle. I like this one in the Poke Shuffle. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that guy's going in. He's going to look nice in there. Karuta. Zapdos. 10. All right, I like it because he's a small one. He's a small one after all. How many people are in the Team Rocket break? How's everyone doing tonight? Doing pretty good. How about you guys? What'd you guys have for dinner? I want to hear what you guys had for dinner. Oh, look at that. Rocket Gang Eevee. Could actually cost more than that at this point. That's a nice vintage card. I think it'd be going in here. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So there it is, 11. I think he's a good one. He should be a chase card in here, to be honest. I mean, he's over $200. A crazy custom. Oops. Okay. Karis and I went to Chili's tonight. Oh, yeah. Chili's. And I just had their steak with potato and broccoli. And they gave me the grossest, worst quality cut of steak they could find. So that was nice. Karis had chicken nuggets. And they sat us right behind some really loud screaming kids. It was amazing. I was like, oh, that's nice. Experiences may vary. Okay, good. Make sure I got this in the back. Boom. All right. Sometimes you go to the restaurant and it's nice. Sometimes you're sitting behind 4 screaming children. There. And the parents are like, no. Okay. And the waitress is like, what do you want to eat tonight? Because she hates her job. I want an Italy for free only. Look at that. Electric type Sealdos. Here is Noctowl. Here is Suicune. That is the Impossible Marshall D Teach break. The child was singing. No, it was like 4 kids, and they were like fighting with each other like the entire time, dude. And they were like screaming, and we were sitting right next to them. It was a booth, right? So they were on the other booth. And so they were right behind my eardrum, and the kid just like screaming. I was like, oh my God, dude. Just tell them to be quiet or something. All right, Hit Them is going deeper. 5 Mega Simps. All right, I'm all caught up with the orders, so we have a nice short wait time. I know you guys appreciate short wait times. So if you want to open anything tonight, you can have that open right away. Check out this Umbreon, by the way. That Umbreon has 1 spot left. That means no one's taken it. It's available right now. 1 in 10 odds for PSA 9 Umbreon. Nowadays, PSA 9 vintage cards that are hot, it's a hold. Back in the day, you'd be like, nah, it's a 9. Nowadays, they're so expensive. Now you're picking up the 9s, going, ooh, I got a 9. Here's Alakazam. Okay, cold. Here's Gardevoir. And here is a cold one. She a chicken nugget eater. Yeah, she almost got a steak, but she's like, you know what? I'm getting the chicken nuggies. And then she mostly didn't eat the chicken nuggies. She ate the fries. It comes with fries and macaroni. So she ate all the macaroni. She ate a lot of the fries. And then she's like, oh, I'll eat like one chicken tender. That's how she stays skinny. I don't know how she does that. Here we are. Her doctor's never going to say, you look like you have elevated cholesterol. Her doctor's never going to say that because she just doesn't eat it. She's like, I'll have an avocado toast, please. Dang, girl. All right. What grade was the Blue Eyes? Oh, yeah. He's a cool Carddass Blue Eyes. So it says he's 90 bucks. He's PSA 5. There we go. You want to research that one? Let's research that one. So this is Carddass Blue Eyes White Dragon. All right. We're going to say PSA Carddass Blue Eyes. Boom. Also, we can narrow it down by saying 118. All right, and we want the cheapest one. So the cheapest one is a PSA 7 for $200. Okay, that's a PSA 5 for 90. Oh, no, here we go. PSA 5 right here. Check it out. PSA 5, $100. We're right on the money. Ours is $10 cheaper. No taxes, by the way. $10 cheaper and no eBay taxes. So you got a better deal here. You know who pays the taxes? I pay the taxes. So it's a better deal than you think. Okay. We have an order now from, is that a Hithim? Last 5 Mega Simps. You got it, man. Just because people don't eat a lot doesn't mean they're healthy. Yeah, it's true, but I mean, it's better than eating too much. Don't you agree? All right. Very good. How much would that Blue Eyes be to slab away? $5. $5. It's under 100. All right. Sniff of that. Good. No tax. What a deal. It all adds up. It all adds up. What's 10% of $100? It's $10, you know? And so if you're paying 8% taxes, you know, your taxes on this would probably be like $7 or something for most states. So $7 off, plus is $10 off the cheapest buy now on eBay. That's not bad. That's a deal. That looks like a little discounted card. That's what it looks like. Looks like the best priced one, which we like to have the better prices. We do. Sometimes, not 100% of the time. Look at that. Ooh. Something tells me you're going to need 5 more, Mr. Them. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Blue Eyes is gone. There it is, Blue Eyes. Somebody just took him. You know, we had that Blue Eyes for a while, and I never gave up hope on him. Okay. Sometimes just the right person has to see it. Somebody who likes Blue Eyes a lot. We got Mr. Steven Gonzalez for Blue Eyes Slab Away. Mr. Steven. Okay. Nice pickup. What percent of cards are abandoned? Well, an extremely low percentage. We actually move tons and tons and tons and tons of product throughout the year. I mean, you can tell how much we move, right? Let me show you the slabs we sold just in the daytime stream. Are you ready? Let me set this up. So I'll set this up. I'll show you. And so some very tiny percent gets abandoned, and it's usually just forgettable stuff, you know. Very rarely is it like some PSA 10 Umbreon or something like that. That just doesn't happen. Blue Eyes. And this goes from 90 to 85. There you go. All right. Thank you, Mr. Steven. That Charizard hurt. Well, he did grade 7, though. So, and he was cheaper back then. Remember, Pokemon, it didn't boom back then. Back then, people weren't even talking about it. It wasn't until later that it boomed. Boomed later. Now, check this out. I'm going to show you some slabs from just the daytime stream today. Here it is. Hold on. Let me show you. Because it gets kind of crazy. Okay. All right, there it is. So this is just from daytime, this stack here, from one stream. So we move some product, man. We get some product moved. Not always, but a lot of the times. Also depends on the price. Look, these are a bit more affordable. some cheaper ones, because some of these are the abandoned slabs. That's a free one. Oh, there's that Pikachu. Oh, that's pricey. There we go. All right, but those are just slabs, and we'll have a couple more come throughout the night too, I think. Ow. I have the stack from yesterday. It's also kind of a decent sized stack. Yeah, this box is kind of running low. We're running out of slabs. Do you think the Pokemon Company purposely doesn't make their cards that quality, so we keep buying to make that perfect 10? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, they might have discussed that. I think they could have discussed that for sure. Okay, Hathim. Yes, another 5 simps. You got it. So, these are the last 2 from that box. Do you think Pokemon Company, What if you sold a mystery abandoned lot? Lol. Blue Eyes is a childhood memory for me. Every time I asked my dad to buy me some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, he would always buy the Kiba starter deck. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, Pokemon cards was a big childhood memory for me. They were really memorable. Here we are. All right. Okay. Okay. Good questions, by the way. All right. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 2, 3. Thank you so much, guys. So what do we got here? All right. What do we got? We've got Gardevoir, Raku, a cold one, a cold one, and a cold one. Wow. So then that box must have already had the hits removed from it or something. Dang, dude. Sorry, Thim. Digging in the wrong hole. That's how it goes sometimes. I don't even remember what could have been pulled out of it. Okay, look at that. So that's done. And we're going to grab your box. Well, you know what that means, Thim. We're on a fresh box now. So now it's hot. That's the troubling part. All right, let's get this rotation. What is this? What is this? Oh, this card's nice. I like this a lot. Classic Zapdos 10. Let's get in the Poke Shuffle. That's a good one. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a $45 card, so it's a 9. Okay. Zapdos 0, 1, 2, Zapdos 10. That's a lovely card. Did you see that lady get knocked at the Cincinnati Brawl? I said brawl. No, I did not see that one. What about this electric type? So this has been priced back on $5.25. It's got a nice Pikachu on it. It's a Sealed OS 9. This one might be one for eBay. Sealed Ass. And it's called electric type. Sealed OS electric type. PSA 9. Okay, so here it is as an 8 for $50. Here it is as a 10 for $1,200. That's a pretty big discrepancy. Let me check sold. Not a lot to see in the sold. All right. Bummer, dude. I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a price update. Okay. 80. 8.25. So we're making this significantly more affordable. All right, cool, man. We got an order from our friend Nathan Gordon. What's up, man? He wants the last spot in the Umbreon. It's over, guys. Umbreon's done. Nathan Gordon. Cool. Ooh. Oh. There we go. What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 are here. All 10 are here. Good luck. There is a star spot in this break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10. A big fat hen. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Starter decks. $10 drawing for a chance to win mystery abandoned lot. Let's see. Are people able to buy vintage packs and have you mail them directly without opening them on stream? Do you have an option to where people are able to view your vintage packs that cost from $100 to $1,000? Nice to meet you, Mr. Ishimura. No, there's nothing like that because I don't really sell my vintage packs. That's all it comes down to. We have one pack break. Actually, it's called a pack split right here. We got a pack break and a pack split. That's all we have. And the rest is not for sale. You know why? Because it's going up in price. So it's just not for sale. So that's all busy going up in price. We also have this Ancient Origins. There it is. So Ancient Origins, this is a sealed booster box of Ancient Origins. This is good stuff. You do not want to buy this off eBay a pack at a time because it's going to be weighed, dude. It's going to definitely be weighed. So this coming out of a sealed box. It's good stuff. Also, you get to be part of a really cool break. It's going to be an XY break, Ancient Origins. It's going to look sexy as hell. But that's got a long way to go, huh? All right, give me a number. Just saw a clip of that South Park episode and holy poo, my girlfriend will not like this episode. Did you end up selling your secret rare Megazord from Flash Fire? Hey, how's it going, Anthony? No, I did not do that. Hawaiian Rifleman says 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there you have it. Set that there. Secret rare Megazord. No, that's I'm just holding that. It is. Do you think I should sell it? What if this is the time to sell it? You know, I used to think that the time to sell the level X cards was during the release of the remake of Diamond Pearl, right? So there was like level X Charizard, there was level X Gengar, there was a lot of cool things. If you did sell your cards off during that time period, you actually missed out because they're more expensive now. Now they're expensive. Okay, last time. All right, give me a number. Why do you think your girlfriend won't like it, Mr. Alex? Hathim says FLM. I'm so sorry, dude. 1, 2. Okay. That is the split. And here is the packs. Welcome, guys, to the late night Poke stream. We're here every night. Jonathan Fernandez. We offer really interesting breaks like this one. So Jonathan picking up the star. Here's Jose Arredondo. Yugi Tao. NHCC. Beatrice. Sorry, Beatrice. Here's Toasty. Nope. Jason. Here's Nathan Gordon. David Velez. Really? The last pack? Grant J. Kwan. Woo! All right. Very nice. He pulls Umbreon for $40. Wow. Not bad. Not bad. Pulling Umbreon and it's already graded. How cool is that? All right. Holding our breath. Ooh, that bag's kind of full. Well, let's see. Let's grab this. Okay. So we restocked these booster packs with one playing card because each booster pack comes with at least one playing card. That's the nature of our breaks. These are custom booster packs. They cost $40 a piece. And we put exciting things in them, like PSA 9 Umbreons that are really sexy and really desirable. Okay, so those are restocked. We need this, and we need this, and then I need this bag. All right, how about that, guys? Now, that's Grant J. Kwan picking up his own PSA 9 Umbreon. Are you jealous? I'd be jealous. What a lucky dog, man. I got a 7K offer for mine, but I don't know if that's low. On the Secret Rare Zard, there's going to be a lot of offers on it. Are you wondering if you should sell or if you should hold? I'm just holding. I mean, where does it all end? Is it about to end? I don't think it's about to end right now. Jonathan Fernandez. So that's a star card. And the star card currently is this guy. So be sure to jump into this. This is the Jungle Booster Break. It's up to 2 out of 14. Now it's up to 3 out of 14. That is the oldest break on the table, and therefore it gets the star spot. BSP. What's a BSP? I think the BSP is actually this thing I wrote down as BSB. Oops. All right. Very funny. Oh, let me mark this as a star spot. You might want to jump into this because it's probably going to go off, since it is the focus of all of the star spots. Well, if it doesn't end now, how far can it continue? It can keep going up. It's possible. It is. It's more money being injected into Pokemon because the desire for the Pokemon cards has gone up. Now, this ticks up to 3 out of 14. Good. I gotta tell Anthony Kalura to come back. He's got some spending money. All right. Thank you, Mr. Nathan. So now we've got, let's see. Good. Christine Andrews is here. Let's go for a Symphonia Snipe and get 3 packs. New bag. Hell yeah, dude. All right. There it is. Okay. What do we got? We have rare candy. Very nice. Rare candy. So the Umbreon's done. What do you guys think? We need a new break now, right? What do you guys want it to be? What do you want the new break to be? Ninjask? I like that artwork, man. They use the same style as the Noctowl. I like it. I actually think it's pretty nifty. Hold, hold, hold. I know. People are holding. Some people just want to buy Pokemon cards to make money. But then you got some people that really have a very strong belief in the Pokemon cards, and they don't want to give them up for a long time. And I think that those guys win in the long run. The quick flip is not the win. It's whoever's left with all the cards, whoever's still holding them all. Oh, you told me a new bag. I'm so dumb, dude. All right. Here you go. Oh my gosh, guys. I quit my job at LIDL yesterday, but they tried to scam me into an $8 per hour wage contract. Don't ever go to little. Today I'm talking to a new firm. Nice. Good luck. I hope you get a good paying job, man. Go get rich. You are? Christine. Christine Andrews. It's not a lot of money, is it? There you go. All right. €8, not pound, €8 per hour. Dang, dude. That's why was it so low? That doesn't seem right. That seems crazy. Okay, let's lower this to 60. So this Rainbow Dragonair shall be 60 now. Oh yeah. The Poke Shuffle, more like the discount shuffle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. E11 Dragonair. Happy Thursday night to you guys. How's your week going? Yeah, it's horizontal. Yay, it's horizontal. You like the horizontal? We might do another vertical, but I'll announce it ahead of time so it's not such a shock. There we go. We might experiment with some horizontal streams just to see if we are tapping into a new group of viewers. That's not a bad thing. You guys might not like it, but if we can get more people in this group, that's a good thing. It is. It's good to reach out to new people. Here is Deoxys. So FYI, in Germany, 3 minimum wage of is like €13, but for overtime, there's no rules. And LIDL tried to give me a new contract with 10 base hours and everything else is overtime. What? How does that work? It's weird. Okay, Hathim says 3 of the NFL Prism packs. Look at this. I found an NFL pack in the Destiny Rivals. Here it is. It must have fallen out of an open box, and I must have just picked it up and lazily put it in the Destiny Rivals. So that's probably going to be a signature. Here we are. Okay. It's a firm intern scam. Mr. pays double that. I paid $25 an hour. $25 an hour USD. It is. All right. That's not bad. That's like decent money. You could like live off of that. There it is. Wrong pack. Oh, NFL, you said. Sorry about that. You've been ordering so many of the NBAs, I thought it was going to be NBA. Oh, I wanted to know what the mystery pack was. All right. Okay. Aha, NFL. Ta-da! Do we have an open box of NFL? I can't tell. Too murky over there. We keep the sports in the murky area. The swamp. All right, SGA card incoming. SGA card. What's a signature, maybe? Tom Brady, yeah. Tom Brady 10 coming right up. Look how wasteful these boxes are. Like, what a joke. It's all air. Wild Beer, counter with an offer of $75 an hour for the first hour and all of OT after at a reduced rate. Work 20 hours and leave. What's the hottest set right now, guys? For Pokemon? Hottest set, Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia, Japanese. And then we have Black and White English. Those are the hot sets. Of course, if you want to talk about the actually hottest sets, you got to talk about Vintage Rocket and Ancient Origins. That's the hot stuff. Now, if you're talking about One Piece, we got this new Trafalgar Lawbreak. We got PRB2, and then we've got OP12 still. OP12. We also restocked PRB1. So we got PRB1, PRB2, OP12. All right, let's see what we got here. Because I know you like the One Piece. There it is. Ooh, that mega. Okay. Good. Also, don't forget the binder break. You know, we added a bunch of cards to this, so there's now a whole bunch more cards in it. It's actually fatter now. I might need to add another card to it this stream. What do you guys think? We think it needs another card? We got to find another card and stuff it in here. What do you guys think? All right. Might be able to do that in a minute. We are. Okay. Oops. Oops. You need people, Mr. 25 is good. Yeah, I kind of do. Miss Alexis does a great job with the shipping. I wish I had somebody who wanted to do more like cleaning, essentially. It's pretty easy. I mean, you just like break down boxes and get them in the dumpsters. So, you know, that's pretty good pay for just throwing boxes away. And then also I need somebody to help me with encapsulation. That was John's former job. And then I need somebody to help me with submitting cards to PSA. If you could prepare them with like a pre-grade, that would be insane. If I had somebody who knew how to pre-grade cards, that'd be crazy. And so, you know, I don't know if that would be a full 40, but, you know, you'd probably get some decent time. And then, I mean, if you toss chipping into there, that would actually be a pretty decent chunk of work. There it is. But we can't do that to Miss Alexis. That would be bad. Let's see. Fireworks. I'll do all three. Mister, you got any prismatic? I hit 50% gem rate last sub. I believe you, Aovic. I think you got a brain where you're suited for what we're doing here. So I believe you. We are. But I don't think you live nearby. You live kind of far. You know what? There's another house for sale out here. $120,000 home. I'll just buy that. We'll have multiple rentals ready to go. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do like a work for me, rent from me situation. You know why? Because if you do a bad job and you have to be let go, well, now I'm also your landlord and you don't have a job. So that's not good. That is not good. But I don't know. Maybe it's just depends. Maybe it's like a case-by-case kind of situation. Who knows? Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? Brain suited for what we're doing. What? What does that mean? That's a compliment. What did you think it meant? There he goes. That's a compliment. It means you're good with cards. It's a compliment. I can tell. Aovic pays closer attention. It is. What do you think it meant? Just assume it was an insult. David Velez, he says 4 mega simps. You got it. Is my package shipped? Yes, sir. It's not one package. It's two. It's two. I put up 3 fingers. It's 2 big packages. Lots of stuff in it. Here we are. A whole lot of stuff. So your friend is about to, and he's going to have to sign for it. Your friend's going to get a whole bunch of stuff. Miss Alexis probably spent an hour just shipping your stuff. So it's all going out. I'd be interested in 1.5 years when my lease ends. Should be 5. I'd send 20. Oh. Okay. There we go. 1 more of these. All right. There we go. Very nice. It's kind of a nice thing. It feels nice having the cards go. There you go. That was a lot of cards, man. It's kind of nerve-wracking having it all. It is. So I was like, whew. All right, we've got the Kangaskhan and the Helioptile and the Xerneas. You're very nice to me, Mr. LaFlame. I really appreciate all the orders you made over time. Very, very nice. We are. If there's ever anything I can help you with, just let me know. There it is in terms of like anything at all related to collecting. Okay. Can you give me the tracking? I don't think he received the email for the tracking. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me get the computer down. Okay, we're going to go to history. Yeah, we want the tracking on those. Those are pretty valuable packages. We're going to go into here. We're going to choose past 7 days. And here is, I'm trying to remember his name actually. Let's see. So there's the Anthony Zanardi ones. Do I need to say past 30 days? Hold on. Here, let me look up what his name was, because you gave me his name. All right, give me a second. Ugh. Oh, here it is. I'm looking up where you told me where to ship it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've got his name. And now we will go back over here and type his name in. Okay. Huh. On my side, it just says printed. So it says printed. Oh, I wonder if Alexis actually did package it. Maybe I was looking not at your package. Maybe I was looking at Anthony Zanardi's package. Let me run downstairs and check on it. Maybe it has not actually gone out the door. Hold on, give me a second. Whew. All right, it has definitely gone out the door. That's what I thought. So it's gone out the door, but the tracking's not updating. Probably that is USPS once again not scanning the labels. They've been doing that recently. Okay, let me get you this. Whew, man, that house is too big. You should see how far I have to go to get to that shipping area. So I have tracking label number 1 and label number 2. There it goes. So you got both tracking numbers. I'm going to say it looks like USPS guy didn't scan them in. There it is. Yeah, mine hasn't updated since the 2nd. Yeah, let me look at the other ones from that time period too. So it says this label was made on 8/6. Okay. Let's see if any of them got scanned. They all say printed. Dude, that is so stupid. That is so stupid. I need to figure out if there's a reason for that. I don't like that at all. Wow, there's ones from the 2nd that say printed. That's nuts, dude. Oh, but those actually make sense. That would have been the Anthony Zanardi ones. I see. Yeah, those were late just because Alexis did not come in and ship until Wednesday of the next week. All right, yeah, so those all say printed. They've shipped, guys. They're actually on the way. My stupid USPS center is not scanning labels. I need to ask them what is going on. So I need to find out what's going on. Actually, I wonder if the scanning has changed. I wonder if the scanning requires a little QR code at the bottom of the label. Because I swear I noted something. When I was taking the packages out, I think I looked down at the label. And I always leave a note at the very bottom of the label. Like I tell Alexis something important, right? So I leave a little area. I write something on it. And I noticed she cuts that off so that there's no note on the label anymore. But you know why that's kind of interesting to me? Because at the very bottom, there's this little QR code. And I don't know what that's for. Seems like it's not an important QR code because there's this big scanner bar that's used presumably for the tracking. And then there's just a little QR code at the bottom right-hand corner of the label. So I don't know what the QR code's for, but I noticed she snips that off. So I'm going to talk to her about that and tell her not to do that. We'll see if it changes. And then in the meantime, the other thing I can do is just actually tell USPS that we care a lot about the tracking and that we want them to scan every package every time. Okay, that was for David Velez. Mine says accepted at your local place, but nothing since. It's your post office. They don't scan. Yeah, I'm going to complain. We're going to have to complain. That's not right, man. They got to scan. All right, David Velez. We have been having this problem for a little while, Mr. LaFlame, where our USPS, our post office, is just not scanning the packages for some reason. Maybe it's to save time. Like maybe it's the guy who picks the packages up, doesn't want to waste time scanning every package that I ship. Because sometimes I package like 30 packages up. And so he would have to go through them all and scan. He'd have to scan each one of them. So maybe he figures, I'll skip this step. I'll skip the initial scanning step and save myself like 5 minutes. But it's like, man, it's important. It is important. We want to know that they're all scanned. Okay, Andrew Martin. He says, one binder break spot. I do have a small bag. Here you go. Okay. It's all good. Yes, I saw 2 really big, large priority mail boxes. They looked nice and taped up. They looked very professional. And if I recall, you're the only one that got that. So those had to have been yours. Because with Anthony Zanardi, we went with the regular shipping. But you got the special priority mail boxes. So and I went downstairs. All your stuff was in a special box to be shipped. And I noted all of those had been removed. So you're good. Your stuff's definitely on the way. I don't like that they did that, though. That kind of pisses me off because those are important boxes. We just can't have that. Okay, so that's up to 2 now. Okay, the binder break is up to 2. Very nice. We can't have that, man. Here we have Mr. Thim. He says, Revenge of the Hathim. 3 more NFLs. You got it, man. NFL. Okay. I talked to my mailman. He says Mondays especially, they hate doing pickups because it's so busy. Sometimes they will initially skip some. Man, I don't understand. I don't know. I bet they don't give a crap. I worked for UPS for like a summertime job while I was in college. And it was a train wreck job, dude. It was the worst job I ever worked. That is the worst job I ever worked, guys. UPS. That was the worst job. They don't even pay you good. They pay like worse than Coca-Cola. And then they make you do worse labor than Coca-Cola. And it's in more dangerous conditions. It sucked. People who work on moving boxes all day, a lot of them appear to be like probably felons. Felons and drug addicts. They literally just talk drugs with me. They're like, hey, man, you got to come back to my place. We're smoke some weed. That was illegal back then. So I was like, that's all right. I'm actually really lame and I don't do that. And so I never forgot that experience. The people at UPS were all people who seemed like they would not pass a drug test. They all seemed like they were shot in the head. You know what I mean? They got like this, like Minecraft zombie look. And it was not good. Had a terrible feeling. And the managers were insane. They were horrible people. Really mean. The managers were super, super mean. That is your local UPS redistribution hub where they direct packages around the world. And, who's this? You got little Daniel Sorensen. Oh. How about the package for ZNG Emporium? That one has not got a label yet. I'm going to do that one, but Alexis comes tomorrow, technically today now, because it's that late. And so we didn't need to print the label for that right away. But that one will have a label very soon. Here's a theme, because we will have some stuff to do after the stream, including that. Here we are. We're also working on NHCC's label after the stream and all of the eBay shipping after the stream. So I prepped that for her, and then it all goes out. There we go. Your sports card come out of hobby boxes. Those are blasters, it looks like. Here's Magby. Here's Beedrill. The problem with the hobby boxes, they're too snipeable. They're like mega snipeable. Here it is. So you get a guy who picks through the hobby box, and then once the good thing's pulled, he's like, all right, I'm out of here. Someone else can have the crap. So I don't like hobby boxes so much. But I don't know. I'm not very good at sports. I'm terrible at sports. All right, the queue is empty. The queue is empty, everybody. If you want to go nuts, the queue is empty. Now, we have some new cards now, huh? That says Cellophane Grade, Shining Mewtwo, Pikachu Emerald, Umbreon, Tyranitar. Look at that Charmander. Ooh, I like that Charmander, man. He's looking good. Ooh, yeah. Daddy likes Charmander. Char. All right. Here we go. Topps Charmander. Oop. What's our number on that? 400? 4 in the 4s. So Chrome Charmander, but ours, this one's in the 2s. We have one in the 4s. Let's see if we can find one in the 4s now. No? I think ours is better because it's in the 4s. So let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Divided by 4. So it says 7.5 spots on this one. We're going to do 8, but that includes the star card. Okay, 8 spot break. Charmander Topps 10. This is your next sexy ass break, guys. One in 8. Star spot. Okay. Oh. What should the name of this be? Maybe just Charmander. Maybe Topps. Because he's a Topps break. A little Flametail Lizard Pokemon. He's a nice one. I think this one will move pretty moderately fast. People like Charmander. It's a solid 10, too. Okay. It's shiny. Ooh, shiny. Okay. That's low-key fire. Yeah, he'll set you on fire. Mr. Thims here. He says 5 Mega Sims, 2 NFLs, not NFTs. 5 Mega Sims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go get our NFLs. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. We got some NFL packs. Had to go onto eBay because Mr. doesn't want to sell me the good box toppers. He knows the good holds. Here we are. All right. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There you go. Very good. Okay. So he said 2 of these. There you go. 2 more. Just with them. I have an old package. I scanned the QR code to order shipping supplies. The Grip Lipper. I want to buy those Skyridge box toppers you got. Oh, the box. Well, like the Sky Ridge, huh? I think all I can think is the Charizard, right? I think I have a Charizard, and I think I have a Crobat. Not that crazy. It is. Here we are. Okay. You got a Kabutops. Oh, we got a Kabutops. I don't remember that. All right, what we got? Oh, this is Hype with Joe Burrow on it. Joe Burrow, he's my favorite. Okay, thanks, Joe. Here's Charles Woodson, Son of Wood. Okay, very good. And in this pack, we have... Ugh, stuff. There it goes. Okay, we ruined that. We got these 3 bad boys. We got Washington football team, Diami Brown. Is it really called the Washington football? Is this formerly the Chiefs? Not the Chiefs, the Redskins? Was it called the Redskins? Is this formerly the Redskins? What were they called? I don't remember. Was it called Chieftains? No. It was called Chieftains, wasn't it? I don't remember, to be honest. That was the football team where they didn't like the name because it was like implied some sort of like racial thing. They had no name for 1 season. They're the Commanders now. Redskins. Okay, so they were the Redskins. I guess they could have been called like the Blackies or something. Dang, dude. The Chieftains is a cool name, man. What the hell? That's a cool name. Chieftains, Redskins. Get rid of that. That's sad, man. It's like when they got rid of the girl off the front of the Land of Butter. Lando Butter. Hell no, dude. Can't believe they got rid of that. There it is. God, man. All right. I swear it's like a mental disorder. Here it is, to get rid of good... That's a good thing. They got rid of Aunt Jemima. I'm going to cry myself to sleep, man. All right. All right. Alakazam. How do you guys feel about Aunt Jemima no longer being on the front of the syrup bottles? Now it's called, like, Pearl Harbor or something like that. Pearl Jam. And the pimp. Same for Aunt Jemima. Why'd they do it? Why'd they do it? I love Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima made me feel less racist. I saw Aunt Jemima and I said, you know what? You're all right, Aunt Jemima. Here's the thing. All right. Now she's gone. Makes me sad, dude. Pearl Milling Company. It doesn't taste the same anymore. The Pearl Harbor Company, huh? Pearl Harbor Miller Company. Miller Lite. All right. Super stupid, to be honest. It's still stupid. They probably lost so much money. They ought to change it back and gain popularity again. People will be like, yeah, I'll buy that now. I bet you if they brought it back, they would get so much sales from people who support the idea of ending the nonsense and bringing it back. Also, you know, we took the land from the Indians or the Native Americans. And so when you remove the girl from Land of Butter or whatever, it's almost like we stole that land again. It's so stupid. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. It's like the most insane thing. Like she was a little Debbie for butter. She owned that butter. Butter is a popular thing. People love butter. So she had like a brand. She had recognition. She was famous. Not a bad way. It was a good thing. Now we've conquered that land. We've taken the land away. That's terrible, dude. Makes me sad. All because people were butthurt over the one guy who got killed by Derek Chauvin. I do remember his name because my name's Derek. We are. Here's Terry Clyde Sherman. Look, he did that thing, but now you got to take the Land of Butter girl away? Come on, dude. Sad. Somebody sat down and overthinking about it. Yeah, we got to end this girl on the front of the butter box now, or else everyone will stop buying butter from us. What are you talking about? It's about as clever as the Bud Light commercial situation. Back when Bud Light said, you know what? Sexist, racist jerks from fraternity frats who are now in their 40s really like. They love associating their favorite brand with transsexuality. That's their thing now. You know, it's like, probably not. That's not true. It's like trying to sell Catholics, Marilyn Manson or something. I don't know. It's like, it just doesn't mix. It's like water and oil. What are you talking about? And they found that out. But it's the same with like all these other decisions. It's like, wow, kill Aunt Jemima, kill the Lando Butter girl. Sad, man. They're going to get rid of Tony the Tiger because he's like, I don't know, he's a tiger or something, and that's animalist. And then it's just going to be called Flakes. Now I'm hungry talking about butter. If you're not a minority, you wouldn't understand racism. You could be right, but my dad, he was Filipino. He never complained. He was a Filipino. My siblings, half of them look Filipino. It is. So, I don't know. I look white. Some of my siblings look very Filipino. I look white because my mom was a white lady. Actually, in hindsight, if you think about it, it's like my mom's a lady who married a Filipino dude. It's kind of interesting. It is. We are. All right. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Okay. But I feel like that's the argument, by the way, that a lot of girls make, or, you know, like if you're not a girl, you won't get it. It's like, so if you're allowed to say that, you know, on a subject where people have pale skin, am I allowed to say you're not white, you won't get it? Imagine the outrage. You're not white, you wouldn't get it. Sorry. You know, it's like, well, we're not that dumb. You know, people can kind of understand abstract ideas. And people have enough empathy to put themselves in each other's shoes to a certain degree. To a certain degree, you know what I mean? It is. All right, what we got? Cold. Here's Annihilate. But Minister lives in I'm from Indonesia, bro. I know all about it. I'm from Indonesia, bro. People who complain about racism tend to be very racist. Better than being the king of beers. We have no kings in beer. It's 2025. Everyone's a minority nowadays. Here we are. All right. Floyd always wrote in his Barbie diary about how much anti-syrups irked him. Literally tear marks on the page. Yeah. Probably not, right? All right. So here we are. Poor Aunt Jemima. Here's Houndoom. Very cool. She used to be famous, dude. Imagine being associated with syrup. That's like the best thing. People love pancakes and syrup. That's like one of the few joys in this world is pancakes. Pancakes and syrup. There it is. Like KFC guy, the Colonel. He's associated with fried chicken. Well, what if he was a black guy? Would they have removed him because that's racist? But since he's white, he just gets to continue being famous. You shot yourself in the foot with the Aunt Jemima. That's how I see it. You know, it's a self-inflicted injury, right? So he's a white guy, so he gets to be in charge of KFC. Maybe they should put a white lady on the front of the syrup bottle. See, that's stupid. I hate that, dude. Too sensitive. Definitely too sensitive. Because they're not going to accuse a white lady of being, oh, you put it on the lady on the bottle because you're racist, because she's white. They're not going to say that. So, yeah. Same with the Lando butter. Maybe they put a white girl on the front of it like Little Debbie. No, I hate that, dude. It's sad, dude. Mistake. Bring it all back, I say. Bring it all back. I think everyone would be fine if you brought it back. I bet you sales would go through the roof because you'd get in the news. People would talk about it, whether they agreed with it, whether they didn't agree with it. But that's free advertising, getting yourself in the news, you know? Being like, hey, guys, we love Aunt Jemima. We're bringing her back. Oh, I'm going to buy some Aunt Jemima. They could do like a collectible Aunt Jemima bottle made out of glass. Here it is. And it can have like gold flakes in it and be like, we're only making 100,000 of these Aunt Jemima glass bottles. Collector's edition. See, put me in charge of the company. I'll go make the company a ton of money. Then the shareholders will be like, yay! There are. Here's Moltres. Exactly. Should be double standard. Saw a black girl get called Aunt Jemima before. It should just become the Waffle House mascot. That's full-on racist. Native girls getting called Pocahontas. We are. That's true. You can only call Senator Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas, and that's okay. Here's Tyranitar. Rawr. Remember that fiasco? She's like, all right, I did the DNA test. It turned out she's like 1/1,000,000th Native American. It was like, it backfired on her. Here it is, Zapdos. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm 1% Norwegian. Basically, I'm one of you guys. I'm speaking to you Norwegian guys. I got 1% Norwegian in me. So I'm basically full-on Norwegian. Here it is. Welcome, brothers. Fellow Norwegians. 1/112th, and everyone lost their minds. 1/112th. Wow. You know why that's so outrageous, too? And I'm sure you've heard this already. It's because she used her status as a minority, even though she's very clearly very white. I'm more Filipino than she is a Native American. So she and we both have pale skin. So she used her status as a minority to get a break in school to apply for like aid in a different way. It's not right. It's not right. That is wrong. She's an abuser of that system that's meant for actual people who are actual minorities. We are. All right, Terry Clyde, Mr. Terry. Are you outraged now? Wee! Who did I make mad? Okay, white women being called Karen. They'll change the name to Little Dorothy. That was racist too. Ain't Janina. What do you think of the New York City mayor? What, the one you've already got or the one that might happen? All right, Terry Clyde, let's get you a bag. You're talking about the guy who was like a former rapper. He's the candidate to become mayor. There it is. Not gonna lie, some native Hawaiians do that too. Here we are. Very nice. Claim their Hawaiian status to get some benefits, but they're not very Hawaiian. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I have as much to say about that. I don't really know how all that gets abused or how it works, but I mean, Elizabeth Warren's a rich person. She's a person in a position of power, and she's getting a break at college because she's claimed to be a Native American. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. Here we are. All right. The former Black Panther has my vote. Hawaiian Rifleman says, yep. Not gonna lie, it worked. She reached senatorhood. I know, that's why it's so crazy. That's why it's so crazy. It's like, next time you apply for something, if you're 112th of anything, put that down. What? It's, that's wild stuff, huh? All right, how do we get on this subject? Man, I wish I had some Aunt Jemima friggin' syrup right now, man. Can you buy Aunt Jemima syrup? Hold on, I want to see it. Aunt Jemima. I bet you can. Aunt Jemima. Click. Hold on, Aunt Jemima syrup. It says pearl milling. We don't want pearl milling. Let's sort by highest price. You can't find it at all. Wow. Hold on, let me find this. Original Aunt Jemima syrup bottle. Okay, you can find one on Etsy. You can find one vintage. You can find it on Etsy. It's for sale on Etsy. Wow, that's so interesting. You know what you should do? You should get a Aunt Jemima bottle, a used one. Just clean it real well, and then just pour fresh syrup in it. Problem solved. How much does this cost? How much is light syrup? Light syrup sounds disgusting, dude. Oh my God. So this is a used bottle of Aunt Jemima. Oh my God. They want $220 for it. That's a used bottle of Aunt Jemima syrup with the original logo on it. Dang, bro. Holy. Canadian maple syrup. That's all that matters. Heck yeah, dude. Canadian maple syrup is really good. So we have Mr. Them 5 Mega Simps 2 NFLs. You got it. All right, guys, you ready for this? We have a new break. Did you guys see the new break? The new break is Topps Charmander. He's a 1 in 8 break with the star spot. So it's really more like 1 in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can find some for around 60. Burnt coolant will satiate your syrup cravings. Ugh, that's gross, man. Aunt Jamal, can I identify as a Jolteon and use Thundershock? Want to run for Congress, but on the platform that you're going to just use it to make insider trades to expose Congress? Nah, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm going to run for? Guy who sells Pokemon cards. Hell yeah, dude. Easiest thing. I'm probably going to win. Okay. Probably going to get that job. Ooh. Why would I want to run for Congress? That sounds like a stinky job. I bet that's part of how we end up with the Congress that we have. It's just the people who are crazy enough to run for those actual jobs. Think about it. Who in society? That must be one of the least wanted jobs in society. Congressman, congresswoman. That cannot be popular. The only people who want that kind of job are like people who are hell-bent activists and narcissists and people who came from power. Like their parents already did it, you know? So we pretty exclusively probably just get crazy people running the country. Crazy people and grandmas. You ever notice that? I was hoping that my country could be run exclusively by grandmas. If we could just get grandmas to run the country, that seems like a good idea. We are. All right. In the 1950s, Grandma baked you cookies. In 2025, they exclusively run your country. All right, and Donald Trump's 80 years old. Damn, dude. He's really old. What do we got here? We've got, Austin Hooper. All right. Like, what are you doing in Congress? Go back to being a cool grandma. Why are you, oh my God, dude. All right. We don't complain about that enough, I feel. We are. All right. We had the one lady from California made it to like 100 years old. You got, who do you have? Who's that? Senator from the Republican side who's a turtle, and he's McCain. No, his name's not McCain. It's McConnell? Mitch McConnell. I think it's Mitch McConnell. And he like freezes up like a computer multiple times. He's still running. That's crazy stuff. Mister gonna get wild on grandmas again. Mister, you know about Labubu? Mitch from KY. You should run for president with Young Blood. No, not Young Blood. Just check my marketplace. They're selling an inch amount of cast iron coin bank for 85 bucks. Dang, dude. All right, and cold. There we go. All right. Age limit for politics should be 75. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The Founding Fathers, those were not old guys. They were young. The Founding Fathers were young. And our country was not ran by grandmas for a very long time. Now it is ran mostly by grandpas and grandmas. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary when you think about that for a while. Maybe that's why the guy running in New York is so popular. He just seems young and vibrant, doesn't he? I don't agree with his ideas, but I wish we had more young people running. I do. But I don't think it's popular. I don't think people want to run for politics. I mean, most people don't even want to listen to politics. So why would anyone want to run for it? You know, again, I think it's just crazy people going into office. Narcissists, super big activists. We are. And again, people from power. Look at these great slabs. By the way, this scissor's awesome. Look at this scissor. Oh, yeah. Pop 4, by the way. That is Poker Scissor, a scissor you don't own. You know, this is actually the same age as any Neo scissor right there. See that 2000? Most of those scissors cost like 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000. This is only 275 bucks. Room to grow. That's how I feel about it. Room to grow. This stream brought to you by Hathim. Thank you, Hathim. We have a Steven Gonzalez order for 4 Mega Symphonia. All right, let's see. Mister, I want you to be my grandma. So strange. There we are. Now, Sonny, you need to go back to school. There. All right. Tossing this. Grandma. Freaking grandmas, dude. Your country's ran by grandmas. Let that sink in more into your brain. You don't think about that enough. There it is. All right. Grandmas. There it is. That's like, why don't we put grandmas in charge of the military? No thanks. All right. But they've got money and they've got time and they've got patience and they run for office and then we vote for them. We say, oh, I'll take grandma. Grandmas are notable through history as being great leaders. We really do it. I'm not trying to hate too much. I get tired of it. I get tired of it. I really do. I get tired of hearing about the debt. I get tired of hearing about the debt ceilings going up. Free this, free that. Santa Claus, raise my taxes. Send everyone out to war. Build more bombs. There's so much crap in politics, dude. That's why people don't want to talk about it or listen to it. It's like this negative thing, and you're just trying to relax and open some Pokemon cards and talk about, you know, here it is. Turning your homie into a femboy. There it is. Gonzalez. Ooh. Fresh baggy. Very nice. The tariffs kick in today. Can't wait till they make Mega Meganium. What? I want a Mega Meganium. Do you think I'll have like an extra big flower? Thank you, Mr. Steven. Now we have an order from Hathim. Last order, 5 Mega Simps and 2 more NFLs. All right. Oops. Mega Simp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, exactly 5 left. Now that is the end of that box. So the next round is a fresh box. This stream brought to you by Hathim. We have a short line if you guys want to order some cards. By the way, if you're brand new and you've never placed an order, place your first order tonight. Give it a try. Your orders are like the fireworks at a firework display. Send in an order and give everyone a nice show. We have a really fancy new break just started tonight, just like a minute ago. Topps Chrome Charmander hits the table. I don't know. The only decent one from the new game law, Mega for Alligator, looks like Swampert. Swampert. Snip of this. Okay. Good. Okay. Did my ZELLE go through? I was offline for a while. Yes, you got a spot in the binder break. All right, Mr. Hathim. The binder break now is 2 out of 7, everybody. 2 out of 7. The binder break. Here's Jarvis. Here's Javon Kearse. Here's Corey Littleton. Haha. And Zach Cunningham. He's got ham in the name? Cunningham. Is that like cunnilingus? There we go. So we got 2 here. 3 here. Let's grab this. That's a Chiefs guy. You got L'Jarius Sneed. He's my favorite Chiefs guy. He does Chiefs things. Like catching the ball. I love watching L'Jarius. Joy. No, his name's Joey. Here's Josh and Brian. Very good. What's the chase card from prison? Probably a signature. Or a numbered card. One or the other. I'm trying to pull a 10 of 10 Taylor Swift. Swifties. Wow, there was like a whole time period where the NFL just kept zooming in on Taylor Swift over and over and over again. And now she's like gone, dude. They don't talk about her. She's a ghost. When's the last time you heard about Taylor Swift? Here we are. The Chiefs lost, like in a really bad way. And then now you don't hear one word about Taylor Swift. It's disappeared. It is. Okay. Cold. And Alakazam. It was annoying. No, dude, that was why I was watching, man. Finally, football's good. Like showing up for practice. It's cause the season isn't back yet. It's downtime. All right. Well, I'll put away my my t-shirt. What do they call that? A jersey? What do they call the outfits that you wear when you go to like a football game and you're like wearing the same? I'll put away my Taylor Swift jersey. All right, that's Athim. Thank you, Athim. Yay! I don't know, Athim. You might have to go way deeper. Travis Kelce last year. At least they're not kneeling during the national anthem. Here we are. America, America. Yeah, that was a whole thing, wasn't it? With the pumpernickel guy. What was his name? Nappernickel? I can't remember. I can't actually remember what his name was. Here's Uncle Walt. Here's Drowsy. Here's Chef. And here is Cloud. Okay. You got a team jersey? Hell yeah, dude. I wear Taylor Swift. I do not have a jersey. Kneeling is the most respectful protest I can think of. Here is Terry Clyde. 0 minutes ago, he wants 10 Mega Simps. Okay. Oh. Let's grab this. No, I don't enjoy sports. I'm lame. Here we are. I like video games. Do you guys like video games? Poopy kneeling. Here we are. All right. I'm not kneeling in poop. You trying to kneel in poop, Mr. Andy? Mega Simp Ponita. There we go. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I need to make some TCC hoodies, man. Gotta get you guys wearing hoodies. I'll hand them out for free. I kneel and poop. Okay, that makes sense. Battlefield 6 is out and good. What? Battlefield 6? Ooh, remember when they did the one Battlefield game and it like totally flopped? What was it, like Battlefield 5 or something? Was it Battlefield 5 where they had like a girl on the cover and it was like World War II and everyone was like, girls didn't really serve in the front lines of World War II, dude. It was 1940. I remember that whole thing, and then the CEO got angry and said something like, well, then don't buy our game. And then nobody bought the game. Oh, there's Inteleon. 2042 flopped kind of too. You got a little floppy. There's a pill for that, you know. They tell me about it on TikTok when I'm scrolling. Yeah, 2042, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. They were flippity flopping. That's a really competitive space, man. I wouldn't mess around in that space. There it is. Shooter games. Man, that must be like the most competitive thing you can sell. Here is Obama Snow. He looks kind of cool, I guess. He's not so bad. I was never a big fan of that Pokemon. There it is. But he looks all right. He looks better than some of the designs we get now. Cool. All right, there you go. Terry Clyde. Nothing crazy coming out of your Symphonia. All right, all right. Terry Clyde. 2042 could have been great. Why did it flop? Enlighten me. Why did it flop? Give me the floppity boppity. Terry with the TE. Give me the rundown, Jim. Dang, says Terry. Now, Terry, if you're going to say that, you have to add a B to the end. It's got to be Damba. Look at that, Chef. Hey, Chef. Do we got any more of these blue cards up here? Any more blue cards? No? Chef is obviously one of them. I seen a short for a God Pack that was recent. Nice. What, like one of ours? You're saying we had a God Pack? All right. You're not allowed to watch the shorts. I don't want any of you guys watching the shorts. Not allowed. Anyone here watching the shorts, I'll get very angry. I'll get pissed off. I'm pissed! I think that's all of them. All right. So let me take a quick picture of these, get these down into the channel. Yes, I see one of the shorts. That a God Pack was open. I'm asking, was that open recently? That was open last year. It was open in 2023. Here we are. So all consignment. We got 2 more cards here. Taking a picture. Good. I only watch the pants. The pants. All right, there we go. Okay, so all consignment cards are off the table now. We're ready to rock and roll for taking pictures of all of the non-consignment slabs. All right. Clicking on this. We got Mr. Hathim. 3 NBA packs. NBA. So you are swapping over to the NBAs. Ooh, we get to see that mystery pack. What was in the mystery pack? Good. Mister's pretty rough with these slabs. Well, I mean, they're slabs. It is. I don't know what you mean by rough. Like I move them fast with my hands? Not like smashing them, you know, like with a hammer. That would be rough. Yes. Okay. Pokey Red and Blue, what's up, man? How's it going? All right, so, my legs. Legs are so scrunched up in this little area. Okay. LeBron James. LeBron James. Here's Amari Bailey. Here's Pascal Siakam. Ooh. Can you please be nicer to the cards? Charmander, sure you're bald, but you look like The Rock. How's that? Was that good? I'm not a meathead. Who's a meathead? Okay, what do we got here? We got Jonas Valanciunas, Desmond Bain, Kelly Oubre, Chris Middle School. All right. Pack number 1. Not afraid of scratching the slabs. We don't scratch the slabs. Yeah, we don't scratch the slabs. I might move them fast, but I don't literally throw them or anything. Here's NBA greats Magic Johnson. Wasn't he the guy with like AIDS or something? Here's Steph Curry. It's Steph Curry. Okay. If you're small, what the char is cooking. What? I don't think that's how it meant. I don't think that's how you meant to type that. So that's Stephen Curry. Here's Magic Johnson. How do you get AIDS? Is it just from like gay stuff, or is like are there other ways? Here it is. Here's Jason Tatum. Okay, the ads was about the meatheads. What? Okay, here we are. They're in sleeves. Yeah, all of the slabs are sleeved. Have no fear. They're nice and sleeved. Here is... Okay, we've got Gigi Jackson and Victor Wembanyama. Well, first you get HIV. I see. We are. All right. If you sniff enough chairs, you might get AIDS. Ugh. Is that actually possible? Are you saying that's literally possible? There you go. I actually do not know how it works. There we go. I didn't go to school is what I'm trying to tell you. They didn't teach me these things. They don't teach you that kind of stuff in homeschool. There you go. Do you stretch before and after you lift? Oh, I stretch it all right. All right, so Hathim, you're pulling all these beautiful cards. No mega hit from the mystery pack. Just some cards. There you have it. Silver Wemby. You got a Silver Wemby, bro. Oh, wait. That's not the Silver Wemby. Oh, it's this one. This one right in the front. Oh, yeah. Wemby. Sharing needles or vapes. Ooh. Oh. Did he say how he got it? Wonder if he talked about that. But he lived through it, right? Because they, like, found a cure or something. All right. That's cool, man. I heard that they're doing a breakthrough on Alzheimer's. They found, like, lithium or something. Helps cure Alzheimer's. That sounds good to me. They keep researching. Okay. He treated it early. Nice. All right. Good for him, man. Well, we got Shuppet the Puppet. He's kind of cute. Not going to lie. Shuppet the Puppet. We've got the Mega Break. That's Mega Gengar. He's nice. He's nice. You're going to miss him. Quips Blaziken. Okay. Oh, there was one more. There's LaFlame's Palkia. How did I miss that? Take a picture of this Palkia real fast. All right. Okay, that's done. Cure is called Sometimers. The Sometimers cure, huh? Okay, let's see. That sounds like a typical marriage sex relationship. It's called Sometimers. Steven Gonzalez for the Mega Symphonia. You want 4 of them? Mega Symphonia. Mega Symphonia is going fast tonight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. What brand do you use for sleeves? Or what brands do you recommend? I don't recommend any brands. I just use whatever I can get cheapest. That's it. Same with the slab sleeves. I just get the cheapest ones I can find. We are. They do make some clear PSA sleeves. Those are like really expensive. I just do that with a couple. You know, I don't do that for all my slabby patties. All right, we've got omelets. You pulled omelets, Steven. You're looking good. True to form. Meganium. Okay. Very nice. Good. Okay. And you're over here. Watch the movies. Kids, scary. Wrap it up, y'all. What? What are you talking about? All right. Look at that hand-drawn Blaziken. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think it is. That's a $15 Hisuian Arcanine. Here's a $84 Misty Shelter. And here's an Omastar. Time to take a picture. So these pictures are going to go into the All Slabs August channel in our Discord server. So you can see what we've got for sale. You can shop for our slabs when we're not live from our Discord server. How nice is that? Just a good reason to join. Okay. Setting this in here now. Good. And that means it's time to pull out some more slabs. The last sold raw on Wemby was 20 bucks. Nice. Oh, look, here's another Quips drawing. So that is Quips Umbreon. Very nice. We've sold a couple of those, I think. And then she draws a fresh one. There we go. All right, and... oh, this was a break. Storms are brewing, huh? All right, so instead of doing a break on Storms are brewing, it looks like he used to be $66. Let's bring him up to $50. He is a PSA 9, not a 10 and 9. And he's from that pricey Pokemon the Movie 2000. So let's get him ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so he's going in for $50 on sale, basically. Oops. 8, Snorlax, 9. There it is. I got to punch in at 5 a.m. today, too. That sucks. All right. So who wants this free booster box? We got a free booster box tonight. Did you guys know about that? Free booster box right here. Let's see let's see who dialed in. So we've got Tammy Lowe. How about that, Tammy? Very nice. Tammy dialed in. All right. Oops. Now, I'm going to hit reset. I'm going to hit resetty forgetty. Reset entries. All right. Type in Mark in all caps, by the way. It seems to be case sensitive. Mark, all caps. It appears that it is case sensitive. Hey, look at this blooper. He actually got a 10. That's cool. That's neat. This is a 10. Oh, we got to update the price on this. Don't buy this. We got to check the price. That says $5.25 on it. We got to see if that's gone up. That might have gone up significantly. Carddass Pix. Okay. Nope. Same price. This is good to go, guys. Okay. This is Princess Bubblegum from the trial deck. We're going to give this a new price of just $30. She's on clearance. She's on clearance. Okay. Ghastly. Here's Electabuzz. We got the slabs, man. The slabs. The clamps. Tammy is double dipping. Mark. All right, the queue is empty. The queue is empty. We got plenty of room for fresh orders. Now, what do we have here? Here's an abandoned slab from a really long time ago. Number 2,184. This is interesting. So, look at this corner on this card. It's square. Look, square. And on the back, it says square cut error. We should have actually clipped when this got pulled. This is from Evolving Skies. It's Pincer. It's a cool card, isn't it? It's pretty neat. All right. Hope you're doing well. This is Cameron. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Now, what's cool about this card is somewhere out there is a real recording of this being pulled, because that's how it earns that little thing on the back. Okay. This is a slab that's been abandoned for a year and a half. I think it's an interesting card. We'll price at $25. What's this? Okay, this is also from 324. Really, really old. That's Ampharos EX graded 8, huh? All right. Must have been real borderline for an 8 or something. No, I kind of get it. It's got an issue down here and an issue right here. And then it's off center on the front. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. I'm not looking back through the archives for that. You better. You better look, man. Okay. Ampharos Ancient Origins. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna ask $20 for this. Now I'm gonna ask $19 for this. Now I'm gonna ask 20. I think it's worth 20. Come on, it's 20. All right. There we go. We have an order in our queue from our friend Mr. Thim. This stream brought to you by Mr. Thim. Okay, he says last 3 NBA. Last 3, and not even one more after this. Except unless you do more. I live you. What? You live? There we go. We live again. We live another day. I live, I die, I live again. Snip of this. Snip of that. I'll take the Ampharos, says Luke. All right, Ampharos sold. He's gone. Okay. Those joints. All right. What do we got? We've got City Edition Asar Thompson. When I grow up, I want to be just like Mr. I'm sorry. What do we got? Here is Jam Masters. Ah, he likes jelly. Gotcha. Cool. That's relatable. I like that. He likes strawberry jelly, probably. Is NBA debut Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Here's Dylan Brooks and a bunch of stuff. Whole lot of shite. Okay, Dylan Brooks. I think I've had my mom learn me something that I have the rarest birthmark in the world called the port wine stain, which is about 0.3% of the whole population. All right. Very cool, man. All right. Yeah, I have a strange birth thing too. I was born with an extra girthy penis, and that's like 0.2% of the population. So, yeah, it's really rare. I don't tell anyone about it though. There you are. Very nice. All right. Put that over here. Very good. Okay, lucky Nunny. They sent the wrong Brooks. Here's Marcus Sasser. You think he was very sassy growing up? And here is Nikola Jokic. Okay, very good. Oh, and Dante DiVincenzo. My mom tells lies too. What? Your mom tells lies? Here we are. You know what's weird? So my mom was like really crazy, right? But there was one thing she would never, ever, ever lie. You knew she was telling the truth 1,000% of the time. And it's interesting because as an adult, I've met plenty of people who lie. So I realize it's a bit of an oddity that she never lies. She just won't do it. Probably because she believes it's like a sin or something. Thunder Road. Like a tuna can. Yeah. Don't they have a term for that? There's a term for that where you're like thicker than you are long. What's the term for that? It's a... I can't remember the term, dude. It is Marcus Sasser. It's a funny word. All right, there we go. Ta-da! All right, Mr. FM. Ooh, lots of cards, lots of cards. Not a lot of numbered cards. Okay. A chode, you got it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's got it. I got a chode, bro. All right, Mr. FM. Did you hear that, boys and girls? You've learned a new word. Who's in here? Who's the youngest person in here, by the way? Who's the youngest person in here? If you think you're the youngest person, speak up. I want to hear. Who's the youngest person in here? There we go. All right. We got Princess Bubble Butt, 30 bucks. I am. You're lying. Here's Blau. Jim Masters likes jelly. He does. I get one girl's love it. Meme, embody your soul. No, embody. There you go. I'm not a girl who just turned 18. You can't use that one on me. I'm 30. I'm 30 now. All right. Alex is 30, guys. Who's younger than 30? Who beats 30? She hit the ceiling when my friends were discussing evolution. Then she votes against her own interest using the Bible as justification. Never seen her attend church. What are you talking about? I don't think I got your first post, man. Andy, if you said something before that, I don't think YouTube let you post it. She hit the ceiling when my friends were discussing evolution. Well, yeah, evolution is all fake. They made it up. Obviously, we were all created in the image of God and Noah's Ark. So shut up. I'm 69. No, you're not. Luca Plora says 24. All right, 24. Right now, I'm approximately 17. So Cameron might be the youngest. Cameron, we have an important question for you. Have you ever heard of a chode? Tell us if you knew what that was before this point. Here we are. Here's Ivan Rodriguez, TCC 8. Yes, sir, you got it. Ba-doop. Whoa, you're fast with this. Evolution's a mystery. It is. I watched you evolve into a simp like yesterday. It's real. All right. Boop. All right. Here's Lucas. 1 Ampharos and 1 Pokey Shuffle. No! Now, wait a second. You didn't send enough in for the Pokey Shuffle anyways. But, Lucas, you now have 20 bucks. There it is. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez sniped it right out of your hands. Mr. I buy it first. You did not. It was actually Mr. Ivan. I can actually show you. I think I can show you this. Okay, if I were to show you on video, it would show off Ivan's address. I cannot show you. Ivan ordered it first. Actually, maybe I can go in here and show you. Maybe they don't show the address to here. Did you hear about the boxing cards coming out? The boxing cards. You know, we get a lot of cardboard boxes. I don't think I need any cards showing off cardboard boxes. I've seen enough boxes. But you put it by side for me 3 minutes before. The rules are whoever actually paid for it gets it first. All right, and that's an old rule. We've had that for a very long time. All right, so let me show you. I can show you from here. Are you ready? All right, so I'm going to show you who ordered it first. Here's the list. There's Ivan. There's you. And this is the very latest order. See, this is oldest, and it goes down, right? So Hathim, or not oldest, this is the most recent order, and it goes down to oldest. So his order is older than yours. That means it came in first. So he actually did order it first. It is. And so you can request to get it first, but if another guy pays for it first, it goes to him. So those are the rules on the table. That's because very often there's like something both people want. And so we pretty strictly just go off of order. Now, you can call dibs on it and say you already sent in, and that can scare other people away. They'll be like, I'm not going to try for that because you already sent for it, so I'm not going to beat you to it. So you can tell people that you tried to buy it, and that can definitely work at scaring people away. Man, I got hiccups, dude. So you can try to scare them away, call dibs on it. But in the end, it does have to go to whoever paid first, because sometimes there's an item two people want at the same time. And we decided the rule will be whatever order came in first, that's who will get it. I always say sent through PayPal. So yeah, when I die in the future, there's no port wine stains in the world, just nothing. Cameron, you can't die then. We got to keep you alive. You're like a national treasure. You're like a national treasure. We are. Gotta be quicker than that. That's a meme. Ivan camps the PayPal website. He might. Yeah, he might. But Lucas, you got 20 bucks. If you need, Lucas, we can always actually refund you so that you have $20 of cash. You don't have to have $20 of store credit. But then again, if you plan on spending $20 in any other capacity on this channel, it is better to keep the store credit just because all of the stupid fees. Did you know when I do a refund, they keep the fees? PayPal does. How nuts is that? That's a horrible policy. I don't like PayPal. They're robbers, dude. They're thieves. So if you plan on buying anything in the future for 20 bucks, you can keep it as store credit. But if you really want, I can also refund it. I don't protest if you refund it. All right, now, here is an order from, click. That is like Expedia. I know, but I want it so bad. You know what you should do? Offer to buy it from Ivan Rodriguez for 25. Maybe he will sell it to you for 25. I don't know if that would work, but it's worth the shot, right? Hathim, another 3 NBAs. Ivan said give it to him. Really? Oh, that's so nice. All right, Ivan. So the slab, as you recall, is a $20 slab, and you sent in $20. So that is spent. And Ivan, you've got $20. So this is Lucas. Launch. That's so nice. There it is. Ta-da. Okay. And what I will do for you, Mr. Lucas, because you did a nice thing, I will put you over here because you didn't have to do that. So Ivan Rodriguez. All right, there you go. So Ivan Rodriguez on 3. Very nice. I'm going to go get some more NBA cards. I'll be right back. Got to get more NBA cards. Guys with balls. All right, here we are. Oh, legs itchy. People aren't supposed to get what they want. Yeah. Wait! Okay, okay. Good. NBA Fire incoming. Good. All right. I'll watch WNBA for the flying dildos. Oh, man. Isn't a guy going to, like, jail for that or something? He's going to jail, isn't he? Some guy is a serial thrower of dildos at the WNBA. I mean, it's so disrespectful and mean. It's horrible. But at the same time, it's, like, funny as hell, dude. It's so funny. It is. I mean, it would still be funny if they threw a dildo, like, on the court of even just the regular guys' basketball team. It's just a funny item. But it's, like, so flagrantly offensive. You're like, ha, that's terrible. Here's Chris Paul. Ooh. It's funny AF. Pay what you owe us. Is the Squirtle slab still available? Yes, sir. Squirtle's still up. Squirtle is still up. He was 39, if I recall. There we go. He clocked a player. Did he actually? That's not right. Still funny, though, but, man, it's not right. I do feel bad for the girls. Like, I get it. It's so ridiculous. Still, though, it's like, you know, life's so boring, you know. You gotta have something happen. You gotta have things going on. You need a little chaos. Here we got Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin, that's 2 first names. The frick? Learn how to name yourself. Where did he put it to get it in the doors? Oh, you know. Why does he have so many? Yeah. You guys are asking the wrong questions. Wait, what? That really happened? Yes. There's a guy who keeps throwing dildos onto the playing court of the girl basketball teams for, like, WNBA. It is. And it's really horrible. But that's why it's funny. It's so horrible it's funny. So, Luka Doncic. There is a lady who runs a bar here. She sings popular songs in a cowgirl outfit and hands out dildos. Makes good money, been doing it for years. So here's Trae Young. Ooh, Trae Young. All right. Kevin Durant. He's got Ant in the name. He's Ant-Man. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll take it. Sending in a ZELLE. Sounds good. Okay, Mr. Thim. So many NBAs. Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Eamon Thompson, Caleb Martin, Chris Paul, Jet Howard. Good stuff. They already don't like wee-wees. Really? That's not true. WNBA players are lesbians? No, they're not. Maybe they are, I don't know. Maybe they have a higher rate of lesbianism. Ooh, I wonder what field has the most lesbians in it. More lemon pledge. Yes, give me more lemon pledge. Thank you. Mister, you've earned more NBA this past month, and you have your whole life, and I'm proud of you. I've earned more NBA? What are you talking about? Do you have the girl cards? Are you asking if I have WNBA cards? I do not. Which field of work has the most lesbians in it? Very important question here, guys. Healthcare, nursing, education, teachers, professors, nonprofits and advocacy work, creative arts, tech. Surprisingly, certain pockets of the tech world have become more inclusive and welcoming. The public sector and government. Very interesting. I don't know. All right. LGBTQ activism. Yeah, that's a good point. Here's Andrew Martin, the Squirtle slab. Oh, yeah. Squirtle. Squirtle time. I'm squirtling it up. Oh, yeah, get that squirt going. Very nice. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew A. Martin. Who wants to go into this giveaway box? Place your first order tonight, and I'll place you into this giveaway box without you having to win the Nightbots a favor. If you've never placed an order, place your first-time order. I'll place you directly into the break. There it is. Okay, that's Squirtle. And we've got an order from... Click. Is this also a them? Last 3 NBA for real. Tonight's stream brought to you by Mr. Hathim. Oh. Squirt. You should get some since they're real-life booby cards. Real-life boobies. What size is the correct boob size? What's the most... Here's a question for you guys. Very inoffensive question. This is standard stuff. What is the best boob size for attractiveness? I want to hear you guys. You have a couple options. Tiny, small, medium, large, huge. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So give it a 1 out of 5, guys. What's the optimal booby size? Here we are. No comment. C cup WTF. Be more than a handful is a waste. Their height. Tammy, you're allowed to participate. It is. All right. Hulk Hogan tits only. Hell yeah, dude. Beach ball tits. Timmy's boys night. Mouth full size. I think C. There are. Tammy, these are important questions. We can ask a boy question too, like, you know, what's the proper height or something like that. Something that can piss everybody off. Here's Dort. Here's Giannis. These are important questions. These are the questions people want to know the answer to. Here it is. Not normal at all. I see double D's. Those are disgusting. Oh, yeah. Actually, I knew a girl with really huge boobs, and she was talking about getting a breast reduction because it was like giving her horrible back pain. And basically, it was the cousin of the girl I was dating. So I was dating this girl, and her cousin had humongous boobs. And she wasn't like super overweight either. I mean, she wasn't like perfectly thin, but she wasn't like really overweight. She was just naturally huge boobed. But it was like a deformity. It was so big. It was ridiculous. And she had a boyfriend who was a total jerk. So he was fun. And we would hang out, and I never liked him. There we are. Anyways, so she would talk about how frustrating they were because nothing fit her. So she couldn't buy normal clothing. And she gets unwanted attention because it's not fun at some point, apparently. And then worst of all, like you can't really work out and it gives you terrible back pain. There it is. And she just had like these giant boobs. Like she'd have like a low cut shirt on sometimes where she just wants to show off a little bit. And they're just like, I don't know, they're just like massive. But it's not like the way fake boobs are. Fake boobs are like basketballs, like these guys right here. So fake boobs, they do like a basketball shape. Actual naturally large boobs, they're like long or something, you know what I mean? Like they start at the base and then they just come out for a while. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she had large boobs. It was kind of crazy. It is 100% back pain. My friend got a reduction as soon as she turned 18 and she said it was killing her back. Yeah, that's what this other girl would say. Here we are. All right. She had a mom who was the aunt to the girl I was dating. And the aunt was a serial cheater. She'd be with some crazy looking guy. And then she'd be having sex with this guy. But then she would go cheat on him. And you'd never hear the end of it because she was just constantly doing this. So the mom was just like sleeping around with everybody. Here it is. Jam Master. She was living life, man. Here's Hunter Tyson. All right. Very nice. I should get my boobs removed. I want no nipples. No nipples? I don't know about that, man. No nipples. It is. All right. Very nice. And we'll grab this. I take that TCC 10 Atlantan slab with the credit. Atlanta? Oh, the Aladdin. A whole new card. Sounds fishy. Smooth. All right. Wood. Oh. Place that there. Place this here. Mr. Hatham. Okay. That was so long ago. We're probably, me and that ex-girlfriend, we're probably the age of the parents at that time. Because the parents were probably like early 40s, probably. Early 40s, I bet. I'm almost that age. I'm getting close to that. So, Aladdin. Do you want the Aladdin news or the Aladdin news? Yeah. Mr. Hatham. No, not Hatham. Mr. Ivan. Good. Next question. Which of the Disney princesses is hottest? Here we are. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay. Very good. Boop. Now, I think I need to remove a store credit for you. I'm just asking all the questions tonight, guys. It's called interacting with you. It's called let's have a funny conversation because we're here together for a couple hours. We got to talk about something. I could just be quiet. I could be like, "Whoa, look at this card." That's worse. Joanna from Rescuers. Joanna? Who's Joanna from Rescuers Down Under? Jasmine. Yeah, a lot of people say Jasmine. Jasmine's easy. She got because she shows off the belly button. Actually, so did Little Mermaid. She showed off her belly button too. Puh, what a slut. Okay, here's here. Where's her dad? He was dressing around like a man slut. I mean, the guy's got his titties out and everything. Julio Chavez Oliveira, 10 Korean Black Flame, 10 Korean Matchless Fighters. Also in my bag, there is a signature Nikke card. You could donate it. What? Oh, yeah. Thanks for ordering more Korean Nikke. Yeah, I'm still sorting that out. I'm talking to the guy, and did he respond tonight? You said you only had 1 case of each left. Is that still available? Now new 2 cases came in. BP03 is volume 3, 1 case, 24 boxes. All right, so I've got a total. Perfect. So he is actually ready to be paid now. Now, let's go get the Black Flames. Flame on! Hottest princess is Elsa. Stop the cap! Nah, dude. Elsa? No way. Let's see. All right. I think I have to go get a new box. All right, but here's the Matchless Fighters, though. So you want 10 of the Matchless Fighters. Elastigirl Mommy Impossible. Oh, now you're thinking. Now he's touching his head with his finger. He's thinking. Oops, don't go anywhere. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 of these. Typical choosing the blonde, blue-eyed girl. He's a freaking skinhead, bro. Probably voted for Donald Trump. Let's go get that Korean Black Flame. I'll be back. Wait. We don't have one right here, do we? We don't have one right here, do we? No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Do I need to bring anything else in here? I do. I need to bring in some Team Rocket. All right, we got it. Whew. Matchless Fighters, one of my favorite sets. It's a great set. Now we brought in some Team Rocket just to cap that off. Emma is all mine. Your best movie of all times. Choose one. Oh, I'm so not prepared for that. Well, I really strongly thought that The Godfather was, in fact, a 10 out of 10 movie. That was a really good movie. I didn't like it the first time I watched it. I watched it years ago with a different girlfriend, and then I rewatched it like a year ago, and it was so good. I was like, wow, this movie's amazing. How did I miss this movie before? Like, I didn't like it last time. You know, that happened with 9 Inch Nails, too, by the way. I listened to that band, and I thought they were terrible. I listened again, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. 4, 5, 6. There we go. So add that to the list. No Country for Old Men. Here you go. There's 2. No Country for Old Men. The psychopath bad guy is just so good, dude. No Country for Old Men. And then at the same time period, another movie came out called There Will Be Blood, which was like a modern-day Scrooge movie. That one's probably my #1 movie. There Will Be Blood, one of my favorites. Here we are. Dark Knight, No Country for Old. I didn't like Dark Knight. I didn't like it. You know, Heath Ledger died in performing. You know, he took the sleep pills, he overdosed, and he died. So did Michael Jackson, right? So they were abusing drugs. And there was sort of this legendary feeling like it was such a messed up role that he died from it. And at the time, it did seem kind of innovative, like how crazy he portrayed the Joker, and it was super well received. I rewatched The Dark Knight all these years later, and it was so bad I could barely watch it. I could barely watch it. I was so tired of the Hans Zimmer sound effects, first of all. So the soundtrack, Hans Zimmer, is always the same sounds. Hans Zimmer does the same pony trick over and over and over and over again. And I got so tired of listening because he does it in every Christopher Nolan movie. And then, you know, I thought that Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't actually that sophisticated. He just looked good. And it was like, you know, a smile on your face and all that stuff. And it's just like, you know, if you watch it enough times and you get kind of bored of it, you realize it's not that brilliant, you know. It's just okay. I didn't like it. I liked it the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I probably would have given it a 10. But watching it a second time, I'd probably give it like a 6. I was like, this is corny as hell. Like, every time Batman talks, he's like, I'm Batman. You know, every single time. You're like, what? You don't have to growl. You just be Batman, dude. It's not a big deal. So he's got to change his voice to be Batman. He's got to be cool. He's got to growl like a puppy dog. And, yeah, but I did like the actor from, what's the name of that actor who plays the Batman? I like him as Bruce Wayne. He's more enjoyable when he's Bruce Wayne. You know why? Because it reminds me of the movie American Psycho, and that's hilarious. I like that movie. That was a great one. Thoughts on Pedro Pascal, actor being touchy with his female co-stars and saying it's his anxiety. Yeah, he only has anxiety when they have a nice body, I guess. Oh, man, I'm so anxious. Yeah, probably. Anxious to touch them, probably. Oh, if you could just, like, touch me, because I'm, like, so anxious, bro. I'm going to use that on a girl sometime. Yeah, oh, I'm so anxious. Could you comfort me? It's actually extremely clever if you think about it, because I feel like girls love that crap. Like, yeah, let me help you. Let me nurture you or something. Oh, you poor thing. Dark Knight is goated. Batman and Darth Vader both look up to each other. Measure I just bought, 2014 card. Is it okay that is a CGC 9? Or should I have gotten a PSA 8 for the same price? Ooh, you got to be careful with those mid-grades on the CGCs because they do not have the same standards as PSA sometimes. And you could have messed up there. It's possible. There's a reason why that PSA 8 costs the same as the CGC 9. So it really depends on the actual quality of the card. So you better hope that the seller doesn't know more about the card than you do. Here it is. And that he isn't hiding like some significant flaw from you. But if the card is a proper 9, like if it could convert to a PSA 9, you're fine. You're fine at that point. Shawshank Redemption has to be top 3. I hate Shawshank Redemption. I always heard Shawshank Redemption, top 100 movies to watch, top 10 movies, blah, blah, blah. I finally watched it. I suffered through Shawshank Redemption, and I hated it. I would give that movie like, I want to give it like below a 5 because I was so not enjoying it. It was so hard to enjoy that movie. It was a work of fiction, so it's totally, none of it's true. It's totally made up. And it's just some dude in jail hanging out with Morgan Freeman, and then he digs a hole in a wall and escapes. The end. And it's like, I hate it. I hated every minute of it. I could not stand that. I don't understand how that's a top 10 for people. I was bored to tears watching Shawshank Redemption. Every single moment of it was 1,000% predictable. Like, oh no, he's gonna get raped in the or R-worded in the butt. Oh no, he's so smart. He's gonna be friends with like the scheming warden or whatever. And oh, he's so clever. He stole from the warden. You know, like it's basically a jail escape story. That's what it fundamentally is, told from the perspective of freaking Morgan Freeman, freaking Morgan, and it's just so boring, dude. The whole thing's lame. It didn't have anything deep or moralistic to talk about. There was not like some complicated thought in the movie. There wasn't some unusual trick to the movie. Like they didn't innovate. It really was just Morgan Freeman talking about this guy who dug a hole in a wall. That was it. God, I hated it. I did not like that movie. How does it rank so high? Karis and I both looked at the ranking afterwards. We're like, why is this movie such a highly ranked movie? Great movie. Tweaking for sure. Have you ever considered that Batman might have really bad breath? Oh, I hated Anne Hathaway in the third, the Bane movie. Right? She gets the role of Catwoman. No way, dude. No way. The actual Tim Burton Batman, where he had Catwoman, even though it was corny as hell, 100 times sexier. I don't know how they made her so sexy. There we go. Julio. She's basically the pregame. But Anne Hathaway, and I don't think the role of Catwoman is necessarily to be sexy. But it's like, you don't forget the character. Anne Hathaway is completely forgettable as Catwoman. we are. People who love Morgan Freeman. I think it's just basically people who love Morgan Freeman. I think that's all it is. Because I don't particularly care for him. I don't hate him. He's just another actor to me. But I don't watch movies to hear him narrate things. And so, you know, I watched it and I just could not figure it out. It's just this guy who's in jail, who's a little bit smarter than everybody. And so he just kind of snakes his way around, and then eventually he digs a hole through the wall, and the end. That's it. It's not a good movie, and everyone loves it. So I can't capture the essence of the movie that everyone is loving. It must be that Morgan Freeman narrates it. I don't know what else it could be, because it's just a really boring movie in most regards. Really unspectacular. Like, it doesn't make any huge mistakes, but it's just so boring. And the fact that it's not a true story, like, you have to understand, when it comes to jail, when it comes to crime, when it comes to law, there's so many real stories that are so captivating. There are so many real stories of stuff that really happened. This is a totally fictional story, and it's like eye-wateringly boring. And then he dug a hole in the wall and left. Okay. We didn't see that coming from like a mile away. All right, let's see. Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Red was here, Scarface. I didn't like that either. I thought I was going to like Scarface because I loved The Godfather. And you discover the main actor, he's the boy in The Godfather, right? And so here he is in another movie. This time he's pretending to be a Cuban guy. From the very start, I could never get over the fact that he did not make me think of a Cuban guy. I just could never get over it. From the moment his friend gets chainsawed up to the very ending, when he's like, his sister makes a like sexual gesture to him, which is super weird. And it's like, I get it's supposed to shock me or something. I don't know. But again, it was just sort of like a pointless movie. I didn't really extract anything from it. He's cool. He sells Coke. Oh, look at the extravagance. Wow. You'll never take me down because I'm Cuban. Boom, 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 boom. And then he dies. And it's like, all right, whatever. It's over now. I've escaped the movie. Here it is. All right. So you were talking about doing a donation. They should have hired an actual Cuban man to play the role. He's not Cuban. It's like when I found out that Penguin TV show that was doing kind of well. When I found out that actor was actually Irish, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Leviathan? Oh, I don't know which one of these that is. Holy moly. Look, there's two very different breast sizes. Very interesting. Nikke kind of specializes in a booby cards, doesn't it? There it is. Okay, there's a card with boobs. I'm going to keep them all in the bag. Mister, I'll take the Hunter and Hummer. The Hunter and Hummer. The Hunter and Hummer. I don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Ivan. The Haunter and then the Hummer. The Homer. Haunter and Homer. Okay, love it. There it goes. Okay. Haunter and Homer. Pacino's Italian. Say goodnight to the bad guy. Yeah. So say goodnight to the bad guy. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Although, in Scarface, the girlfriend, Scarface's girlfriend, that sexy lady, she was very fine, right? That's Catwoman. She plays the role of Catwoman in Batman Returns with Tim Burton. That's hers, the same woman. Very saucy. All right, Hathim, I need a hit. Give me 3 more NBAs. Let's give it a try, man. Here it is. Have you watched Blood Diamonds? I saw the very beginning of Blood Diamonds. I think that had like Leonardo DiCaprio in it, didn't it? And in the very beginning, it's like a black dude who's being totally taken advantage of. He's being watched by guards with guns, and he's like trying to hide a diamond up his butt or something like that. I don't remember. But then I stopped watching because I was bored to tears. I struggle with movies really badly. I struggle with movies, guys. I always struggle. I'm probably crazy. I probably have some crazy gene from my mom or something. She never watched movies. And I always thought, man, that's weird. Mom's weird. She doesn't watch movies. I realize as an adult, I do not like to watch movies. I really struggle. So whatever the movie is, it's really got to get me. It's got to grab me by the Pokeballs and suck me in or something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I saw the very opening of it. Some guy tries to steal a diamond. It's like a big deal. Isn't it something like some guy right next to him tries to steal a diamond as well, and he gets like killed, and he's like, I'm still taking a risk on this. Isn't that the beginning of it? What about Inception? Yeah, so Inception, Karis and I tried to rewatch Inception because initially when I watched Inception in the past, I thought it was like 10 out of 10, brilliant, smart, cool. I thought it was so cool. It's a dream within a dream, and then another dream, and another dream in there. I thought that was so cool. It was so creative anyways. Try watching it again, and you're like, oh my God, get me out of here. This is so stupid. Like, what is this? Like, you know, are we watching Naruto? Like, what is this? This is so dumb. So I really struggled watching it last year. We tried to watch it last year. Karis and I were on a movie watching streak. We were watching all kinds of movies, and we would watch it together, and then we'd review it together. And she was loving that. And Inception was actually the movie that ended that streak. I couldn't watch anymore after Inception. We got about halfway through. I said, turn it off. I'm not watching this stuff. I can't do it. It's so bad. And so, yeah, the whole concept, like, I can't stand action scenes. All the action scenes are just guys pretending to shoot at each other. Like, once you see the real thing, once you see people actually shooting at each other and dying, you cannot watch movies the same way. And so I saw a whole bunch of people shooting at each other and dying in real life on the internet. I've seen guys' heads explode, seen groups of guys get shot to death. So when I'm watching, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio or somebody, and they're like, boom, 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 and doing like flips like they're Neo from The Matrix, I'm like, get me out of here, dude. This is so crap. It's so fake, dude. It's so fake. It's so made up. It's like a ballerina kind of thing. It's so completely fake and not like how shootouts really work. So 100% fake. That is like you're basically watching a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. Because if you ever watch real guys shooting at each other, it looks nothing like the movies. And then you see dead bodies flop around and there's blood everywhere and it's real. So you just can't go back from that. There's no going back. Once you're aware of that, movies with guns look totally different. You know, James Bond's running away, every single bullet's missing him, but he shoots the guy, it lands neatly in the guy's chest, and he falls over. And he flops his arms around as he's falling. You know, it's so fake. I can't take it. I can't take it. I hate action scenes. They're so fake. They're so curated for like a family audience or something. Ooh, look at Don Kick. Mr. Apocalypto. Oh, I did like Apocalypto. That was fun. Apocalypto was fun. I never liked Matrix 4. I didn't watch Matrix 4. I heard that they kind of like ruined it or something. Like they took the focus off of Neo and they put it on some new girl actress. Allen Iverson. So I saw the reviews for Matrix and everyone was like, it's woke. And I said, you know what? I will spare myself the suffering and just not watch it. Because how can you do better than the Matrix trilogy? They already wrapped up that story. Like, what are you possibly gonna add to that story that they didn't already hammer out? Here we are. Oh, what do we have here? We have a reverse. This card is facing the other way. This might be it, Mr. Thim. Autograph of Jaden Springer. All right, for the Boston Celtics. Celtics? Can't have gore scenes for the kids. No, you're right. I get it, man. I get it. But I'm just saying I can't do it anymore. I can't watch the shootout scenes and really believe in any of it anymore. And you say that about the gore, but like, how about The Boys? That's the Amazon show, The Boys. That has a ton of gore in it. There's tons of gore in The Boys. And that's part of why it's maybe enjoyable. Because it's like, you know, people really, they like explode or something. And that's enjoyable. It's like that one season where you had the little guy and he was like really small. And they had like sex scenes where he like run up someone's butt. And then the good guy, or the boys bust in and he like goes back to a normal size and blows up the guy he was inside of. You know, his body just like splatters all over the place. That's insane. Like I actually enjoyed that. So The Boys is fun to watch. And it's very stinky and self-aware and it gets political. And you know, it's all this kind of stuff like wrapped up. And there's moments where it sucks and moments where it's really good. But, you know, it's very gory. And so that didn't hold that show back. That show's doing extremely well. The Boys. Here it is. Also, why are there dildos being thrown in WNBA? Well, yeah, we talking about that. We are? Oh, no. We are? It's just a harmless prank, LaFlame. What are you talking about? Did you watch Preacher? I've not seen Preacher, no. There's probably a lot of movies I haven't watched. Here's a better question than what's my top 10. What do you guys think I should watch? Jaden Springer. Congratulations, you have now pulled a signature. How do you feel about that, Mr. Thim? Chappelle. You watch Peaky Blinders. I watched like the first episode and I couldn't stand it. There's something in movies that I struggle with, or TV shows that I struggle with enormously. Anytime there's a show where the characters are trying, or the director, the artist, the art direction person, they're trying very hard to make the characters too cool. I hate it. I can't stand it. I go nuts. I'm like, click off of this, please. Click immediately off of this. Yeah, we're pretty cool. We're pretty tough, actually. Yeah, don't mess with us. The prequel to Salem's Lot, Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber's decent. So you're saying there's a chance. That's a classic. That's probably one of the only movies where Jim Carrey's ridiculousness kind of carries. Like, it makes sense. It is. You go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself. You know, I'm going to get you a proper top loader. Because I noticed the card curves. Do I have a... Hold on. Do I have one? Here's one. Lloyd, Christmas, Emily Browning, Cute and Peaky, The Edgelord, Cool Guys, the prequel to Salem's, Me, Myself. Yeah. Edgelord, Cool Guys make me want to vomit. I just want to throw up. I get tired of Edgelord stuff. There it is. That's also why I struggle with, like, mafia gangster movies generally. Because a lot of it's just, like, an aesthetic that I think is meant to impress people who, like, want to be cool themselves. And I am not trying to be cool. I am definitely not their demographic. I am not interested in being cool. I'm not trying to be cool. It is. I like humor. I like humor a lot, actually. It is. So, funny movies. I like funny movies. Anchorman, that's a classic. Anchorman. Looking cool, tough is part of every one of these movies. Yeah, well, again, I don't like to watch too many movies. Here we are. It is. All right. There we go. I'm cool as F, mister. Dang, $4 auto. No Country for Old Men with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood wasn't in that one. That wasn't Clint Eastwood. He is not in there. You're talking about that other actor, the Men in Black guy. Hatham. Yeah, that's a great movie. There Will Be Blood. I wish I could watch it, like, for the first time again. I've already seen it, so... There we go. Did you ever watch Maniac? I've not seen a movie named Maniac. What do you guys think? What's a movie I need to watch? Tell me a movie. Hey, there's a nice Celebi Venusaur. What's a movie I need to watch? I'm going to hear your need-to-watch list. Here's Empoleon. You guys want me to start a movie review channel? Dude, my wife would love that. She would love that. She loves movies. She likes doing movie reviews herself. Here's Steven Gonzalez. $16 for Mega Symphonia. K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm watching K-pop Demon Hunters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat, the new Superman movie. Have you watched Snatch? I did watch The Babadook. It was kind of a cool movie. It was like, isn't it in the end, the mom's like choking the child to death or something like that, but then something stopped her and she's like, what am I doing? And it was almost like the movie has like 2 meanings. It's like a scary movie, but also it's like the struggles of being a young mother or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, Babadook was okay. Babadook was kind of slow. I don't think I'd watch that twice. It is. But it was cool. That was an Australian movie, wasn't it? Tombstone, Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer. I might have seen parts of Tombstone already. My dad liked that kind of stuff, so he was always playing. But some movies I only like watched in pieces, and I didn't really watch the whole thing. Happy Gilmore 2 movie is great. I heard about that. I saw that on Netflix. I struggle with movies like that, so I have not watched it. Here's Stoofel. Actually, I gotta watch the new South Park episode. I'm hoping the new one's a lot better. Looper. I heard about Looper. I never watched that one. I read that in Bite and Break. Watch Deadlock. It's a good, dark, dry humor. Here's Obama Snow, Heavyweights, Show Carries, and Glorious Bastards. Now, we have watched that one. That's a Quentin Tarantino movie. She was a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, so she, of course, wanted to see that. It's so funny. Today, she hates Quentin Tarantino's movies. She doesn't want to watch them anymore. She's like, oh, they're all just violence. And it's just Quentin Tarantino talking like Quentin Tarantino. I told you guys this in a different stream. I said, now when she watches 2 characters interact with each other, she doesn't hear the characters. She just hears Quentin Tarantino talking through the actors. And she's like, every time they interact, it's the same. It just sounds all the time. It sounds like him. Here we are. You could like Looper. Mr. M. Night Shyamalama has a great movie called Split. Yeah, but he ruined Last Airbender, so I don't like him anymore. All right. Hateful Eight is so slow. Yeah, I remember watching that one she liked Inglourious Bastards. That one's fun, but that one had that crazy German bad guy who he was like the perfect fit for that role. He was so perfect for that role. Here we are. All right. So now we've got Franz guy. I don't remember his name. Actually, he was the bad guy in the James Bond movie, in one of the worst James Bond movies ever made, called Spectre. He was the bad guy in Spectre. Was it Spectre? I think that's the name of the movie. Ivan Rodriguez, Hunter and Hummer. All right, one Hunter, one Hummer. Here they are. Christopher Waltz. Oh, Waltz. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think I remember that title, but I'm not going to watch that one. Ivan Rodriguez. Boy, there was a time period where there were so many good movies coming out, like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all this crap. New Star Wars movies. I guess that whole time period's over. Dune. I thought Dune was kind of boring. I thought Dune was like, they're trying to be Star Wars, but they're like worse than Star Wars. Like the whole knife battles, so lame. Lightsabers are way more fun. All right, Ivan Rodriguez, thank you so much. Mr. Julio, 5 packs of the Japanese Gundam. Could I have the resources cards, adding $5 because it was actually $2 each for the matchless fighters, not one. I thought I had an extra signature. Sorry, you had to look for it. Oh, you're fine, man. All right, let's get you, and thank you for correcting that. Let's go get you some Gundam. The Golden Age of Cinema. Dune was too atmospheric. This... We are actually, I didn't mind the atmosphere in Dune. You know what I did mind? I cannot stand that actor, the guy actor. I don't like the girl either. I don't like the girl. It's sort of like watching this epic with characters that you would think would be epic, but it's really like sickly Victorian children. So I hate it. I can't stand the choice of actors they picked for Dune. I don't like it at all. Here we are. It's Dune. They should have picked like a Arabian girl or something, you know, they should have picked a girl with a different look. And then the boy, he's like some sort of femboy actor. I can't stand him. He drives me nuts. Let's see. Gundam. Ugh. Oh, you guys have seen the new Predator trailer. Has she looked wicked? It's hard to find those in English. Timothy Shallow-Me. Good people of Iraq, good people of Arrakis, it is I, Shalud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Snip. That sound effect got me to watch Dune 1, by the way. That was why I watched Dune. Without that sound effect, I would not have watched it. Never would have happened. It is? Okay, so 5. Okay, cool. So we have a fresh box of Gundam. I thought you liked the Dune actress, the one with the weird eyes. Which one with weird eyes? You mean the girl with the glowy blue eyes? No, I can't stand her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like Shallow-Me. Shallow-Me. There it is. He's like French or something. I can't stand him. You should read The Good Earth. That's how I feel about the Last of Us TV show. Oh, yeah. I feel sorry for that girl who got cast because she gets beat up like crazy. But, no, that's what you get for not looking, like, hot enough. I don't know. I'm going to be a dad. There we are. I'm going to be a dad. Okay. I'm going to be a dad. Here. It's hard to watch Last of Us and see, like, these 2 girls running around. And they're, like, beating, like, fully grown adult men. But these 2 girls look like you'd find them, I don't know, like at the dollar store or something. You know what I mean? I feel like the main actress would be a girl you find in the countryside dollar store in Missouri, to be honest with you. And I'm out here in the countryside of Missouri, okay? So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe miscast. Possibly. Probably. Here we are. Spices, mushrooms, and dunes is basically Star Wars. The Spice Melange. All right. Here's this guy with like a sickle, reaper, and this guy with the explodies. Very cool. By the way, we have not pulled the chase card out of these Gundam packs. They're, what are they? They're $4 a pack. We have not pulled the #1 card out. I would love to do that, and we have 3 sealed cases of this product left. So there is plenty of Gundam left to go. All right, Mr. Julio. Mr. Can you cast me in your first major film? Possibly. We can have you be like the fat bastard or something. I'm just saying stuff. I don't know anything about you, Brucey. You might be very handsome. How do you feel about all the animosity towards Sydney Sweeney and her being the poster child, blank poster woman of the American people? She's so mid, dude. She's so mid. She does not look that good. We talked about this on when all the, you know, ugly people were angry at her for being popular, but I don't even think she's that attractive. I think she's just kind of mid-looking. So she does a trick where her eyes are like half closed, and she's got plenty of makeup and a stylist. But take this girl out of her makeup, put her in normal baggy clothing, and have her open her eyeballs all the way, for gosh sake, and then put her in a Dollar Tree store in Missouri with no fame and no money, and she just looks like another girl from Missouri. I run into a girl who looks like that, like, I swear to God, like every other day out here in Missouri. She looks so mid and so not exciting, and somehow everyone knows her name, and she's like a superstar model. I don't get it. I don't see it. She just, I swear, we run into girls like that in Missouri all the time, and they're just girls in Missouri. And she's got makeup, and she's got fame, and she's behind a nice camera that's recording in high quality. And so now she's sexy, and she closes her eyes halfway, and it's like, what? What is this? She got a rack. Okay, and she's got boobs, I suppose. Her voice in the Gene commercial was cringe. I look like LeBron James, left foot, big toe. She has skinny arms. I don't know about the arms and all that stuff, but all I'm saying is that you could go to, I'm out here in Lake of the Ozarks. You could drive up to most fast food restaurants, and the girl who hands you your food looks pretty close to Sydney Sweeney. So I don't get it. I think she's got a nice sounding name. The name matches. Is that all it is? Do you need to be like some decent looking girl with a clever name? You're like Donald Trump instead of Donald Drumpf. Remember, that's his real last name is Drumpf. But that doesn't sell. That doesn't make money. He didn't want to be called Donald Drumpf. He wants to be called Donald Trump. So Sydney Sweeney, huh? See? Paris Hilton. See how it works? So you got to have a sexy name, because that's a brand, is what it really is. It's a brand. So I don't know. Some normal looking girl. Ooh, C418. Mr. said he blanks with the bad bitches only. Yeah, Mr., because you live in a very semi-secluded area. We get all these hoes and old cougars in these big cities we live in. Have you not seen those blanks? Magnificent. No, she doesn't show me her boobs. I've never seen her boobs. All right, we got them 3 more NBAs. Woo! This episode brought to you by Mr. Them. We were talking about boobs, and girls with like big boobs. That is not like super important to me when it comes to like attractiveness. So if Sydney Sweeney has like big boobs or something, which I did not even notice, that's not like really that big of a deal. It doesn't make me go, oh man, she's so hot, because her boobs are bigger than usual. Here goes, Mr. Who's your hottest actress? Ooh, I don't know. Give me a list. Here we are. I'll pick one off of a list. There we go. All right. Probably some girl with an OnlyFans account. She's not bad. Yeah, exactly. Sydney Sweeney's not bad, but is that really the peak person? I mean, I grew up, and we had the girl from, who's the girl who's in Freaky Friday? The redheaded girl. Lindsay Lohan. We had Lindsay Lohan when I was growing up. Lindsay Lohan, bro. Here we are. All right, let's see. Okay. And she was a decent actress, too. Here's Eamon Thompson and Charles Barkley, Helen Hunt, Ana de Armas. I think most of the hype is because she has done nude scenes. Sydney Sweeney has done nude scenes, so people have actually seen her boobs. Let's see. Okay, Sydney Sweeney, nude scenes. Click. Not really. They don't show any boobs. I mean, you see like side boob. That's it. Dude, it's so normal looking. She is so normal. I cannot. Like, here's another one. The girl from what's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he's a stock trader that gets in trouble, and he's got the blonde girlfriend who he then marries. What's her name? Let me see. Zoom. Lohan had multiple crash outs in the hotel I worked in. Really? Yeah, she was a drug addict, party girl, right? Living life. Sure. Now she's a cougar. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, so the girl from Wolf of Wall Street, she's hotter. Definitely hotter than Sydney Sweeney. There you are. Okay. My first jerk was to Cameron Diaz from the Mask movie. She's the girl with the wide mouth, right? She's a blonde-haired girl with the thin mouth that's really wide. Let me look it up. I can't remember this stuff. Cameron Diaz. The Mask. Images. Yeah. I mean, I can see it. Yeah, I mean, she looks more unique than Sydney Sweeney. She's got like qualities to her face that seems really hard for anyone to compete with. I see. Again, going back to Sydney Sweeney, she looks really normal almost. It is. She really does look like some girl I'd just run into in some McDonald's out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I'm bad at guessing actors. Salma Hale. Now, I don't understand Salma Hale at all. She was in, wasn't she in Black Mirror? Hold on. Salma Hale, is that right? And then Zorro. Let's make sure we get her at the right time period. No, she's very pretty. I see it. Oh, yeah, that is her. Salma Hayek. So she was, she's just a bit older now. Okay. Yeah, she was sexy in Zorro, for sure. Boy, age is not kind. Everyone's hotter when they're young. Look at this. All right, so, all right, there you go. See? Damn. Damn, but dude, so was Antonio Banderas, man. He was killing it. You just get a sexy couple that looks like they're meant to be together and then put them in any movie. Sold. Tickets flying. Wow, man. She looks like a woman, you know, like she's all there. You look at girls from now. Oh, right here. Okay, so look at this girl. So look, she's in this movie. This girl right here. And it always makes me think sickly Victorian children. Because it's like her features are more childlike and roundish or something like that. And Salma Hayek looks more womanly or something. Like she's got a more chiseled face. Is it just because, was she just bonier? I don't know what it is. That's what happened with the Dune characters, too. They got these Dune characters like this Chalamet guy who would definitely not be any warrior at all. That guy looks like he could barely lift a couch. Did you not notice that? The guy who we're expected to believe wins knife fights with tough guys. He looks like he couldn't move his own apartment furniture. And I'm just supposed to believe he's beaten this big, strong black guy in a knife fight. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Here's Jeremy Grant. He's ribbed, shaving off her eyebrows and stuff. Here it is. Yeah, I saw that. That was a bit strange. Maybe the fame does it to you. I don't know. That didn't really bother me that much. She just wanted to go for a cool look, maybe. Tim Duncan. You know, when you're an actress or an actor, a lot of your identity is just wrapped up in having like a unique look, having people look at you. And so maybe there's a lot of pressure and you go a little crazy from that. Like think about the girl from The Boys, you know, the hot blonde girl, whatever her name is. And she did like a bunch of facial surgeries, plastic surgery. And it was like, bro, you took a perfectly good face and like butchered it. What are you thinking, man? They are, ooh, look at that. Very nice. He's a rib. These days, actresses are so mid. She ruined herself. Yeah, although we did get to see that scene in the last season where we get like a nudie scene and we see her butt. Whew, man, she's sexy, man. But yeah, unfortunate about the plastic surgery. I think that these people have jobs where their whole lives are based around the way that they look and everyone looks at you. And then you start to age a little bit and you get a little nervous and you're like, hey, maybe I need to have this surgery or that surgery, you know? And so you go off and you get it and you're like, is this better or is it worse? You're not even sure, you know, because the concept of beauty is so subjective and complex, you know? It's like the audience seems to know what they want, almost like an algorithm, right? Like a virality thing, like a biological virality. But if you're just the actress and you're just one opinion making a decision about your own looks, your opinion might go against the opinions of all the people who watch you. Or maybe your doctor's making the decision. Or maybe your doctor just screws up. Who knows? But whatever the case is, there's probably situations where actors and actresses have received a lot of plastic surgery and nobody says anything. Why? Because it was so natural looking and so good looking that you just don't see it. So I bet you a bunch of the actors and actresses have had work done, but you can't detect it because it's so natural and good looking. And then she's a case where it didn't come out good. And so now you do know she had plastic surgery. She's like, that's plastic surgery. I'm getting a BBL, Mr. Brucey. Don't you worry. There's a handful of actresses that ruin their faces with surgery, not sure why they think the malnourished look is attractive. Well, being thin is attractive, which is, you know, it's just how it is, I guess. Yesterday you said, me, an AI scammer, but I am not a scammer. I don't think you're a scammer. I didn't say that. Somebody else said that. I didn't say that. I think you're a really cool guy, Mr. Ahmad. I think you're awesome. All right, so who do we got now? Do we got any orders in the queue? Let's see. What time is it? It's 4:46. We got time, guys. We've got time. There's no orders in the queue. Send those orders in if you'd like to see some stuff getting opened. Now, who is this? Who is this? I got a card there. Suicune. Let's see. Oh, I need my computer for this. Don't try to buy that Suicune. It's not for sale, okay? Are you a Muslim? I'm a practicing Muslim. Yes. All right. Let's see. Assalamu alaikum. I don't know if I said that right. All right, let's jump over here. Evan Staker. So we're looking up Evan Staker. His card appears to be very old, and it is. It's from 2023. Very good. Where's the lamb sauce? All right, Suicune. I thought we was going on a walk. Yeah, I talked about maybe ending the stream a little earlier today, maybe getting a walk in. That'd be cool. Nighttime walk, creepy nighttime walk. You know, I think if we really wanted to do that again, like the good old days, I would want to charge a nighttime flashlight that you wear on your head, because I'd want to walk around with the light on my head so that I can creep all my neighbors out. No, mister, it's salami eggs ham. Hey! No ham. Hams are haram. There we go. I don't drink, and I don't eat pork. So here's Suicune. All right. And I'm ready for 2 wives. All right. So let's look up this Suicune, shall we? What is that from? That's Black Star Promo Suicune 8. Really? Mr. How's Indonesia right now? It's pretty good. We're having an issue where we're having electricity. There's not enough of it, so we're having some electrical blackouts. But it's all right. When we have the electricity down, we just hang around. Okay, Suicune. I go for a walk with my friends to the coffee shop. Black Star promo. Carry your bear gun. Bear gun? What are you talking about? Okay, so here's this card. We have the English version, huh? Let's type in 030. So, I don't know, maybe like, what was the previous price on it? What was the previous price on this? I didn't even see it. So I was going to say about 35 on this one. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? No. No, I'm like, I'm a kind of person where it's really hard to get me to believe in something like a ghost. My brain just does not want to believe in that stuff. Not at all. Very, very hard to get me to believe in that. And I have like a brain that naturally doubts things. So my brain doubts a lot of things. Like if you told me, hey, there's gold over there, I'd be like, no, there isn't. Stop lying to me. But that can be good for some things. It can be bad for other things, you know? Maybe you can tell me something like, you should go on vacation. I bet it's really nice. And I'd be like, no, it's not. Doubt. And it turns out, you know, probably I should go or something, right? So I've got a real doubter kind of brain. It doubts things. It's very good for analyzing mistakes. Like, for example, in a financial market, if something is going to grow in price by a lot, the only way for that to occur is because the average person did a miscalculation on the price of it, and so it's sitting there underpriced. Nobody's buying it. And then I go, well, I doubt all of their, you know, I'm disagreeing with everyone else's belief about that item, and I'm going to go buy it. And that little behavior that I just described is what led me to where I am right now with Pokemon cards. And so it has worked for Pokemon cards. Here it is. Where I'm willing to disagree with a lot of people. And maybe that's how it worked for crypto guys too. You know, crypto guys, you guys deal with a lot of people telling you, oh, crypto, that's crap. Crap going to that's not going to the moon, it's going to the trash can. And, you know, then you have to disagree with everybody. So when Bitcoin hit 15,000, if you're a highly disagreeable person, you might have bought a lot of it. You're like, I doubt that it's worth 15. I think it's worth 100. And so if you have that ability to doubt, it gives you an advantage in financial markets. But you also have to eventually take a risk. And if your analysis is wrong, your risk can lead to poor outcomes. Here we go. The IRS will haunt you under your bed. Yeah, the IRS scares me. You know what scares me? Super AIDS. Now that's scary. College debt. That's scary. Whew. College debt. Colon cancer. That scares me. Ghosts do not scare me. There's plenty of real things to be scared of. All right. I've seen a Gengar before. I've seen one. You've seen a ghost? Tell me about it. I want to hear about your ghost story. Here it is. I've seen the ghost of wallets past. Wallets that once had money in them and no longer. All right. All right. Mr. likes real stuff. I do. Yeah, I think that my behavior traces all the way back to my childhood when I was able to get out of my bad home. My home was bad. All of my siblings eventually ran away from home. They all did. But I was one of the earliest ones to go. And that's just because my brain was able to doubt that things were normal. I was able to, it's like if you're in a cult, it's very hard to leave a cult. It really is. And that's because you sort of have kind of like a group think going on where, okay, this is normal, this is acceptable, this is how things really are. And you have to be a strong doubter to say, this isn't normal, this is terrible, I hate this, and I'm leaving. And so my brain does that for me. And so I don't know what makes you that way. It can make you a pain in the ass in a relationship, though. I know that. So if you want to be in a relationship with me, that's a lot of fun. We are. All right. Makes you really good sometimes at arguing about price or trying to predict price. Damian Lillard. Mr. is a real nice guy. Here we go. How many boxes have you gone through? Oh, you're talking about the NBAs? Here's Jalen Wilson. Here we are. All right. Here's Jalen. Yeah, I used to think a lot about the possibility of spirits. In philosophy, they have like metaphysics. So they're like, okay, what if there was a metaphysical world? And, old Roman guys get really stinky about that kind of stuff. They're talking about how, things in the world have like an original form or a true objective, like a source and all this. And so they were dabbling with ideas like that. They were dabbling with ideas like metaphysics. They called it metaphysics. And, but there's concepts like ghosts, angels, souls, spirits. There we go. Like something beyond the physical, essentially. And I'm willing to speculate. Like I'm willing to say maybe, but if I can't witness it, then here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to base a lifestyle around something that I can't witness. So if it can't be measured, if it can't be tasted, if it can't be seen, if it can't be heard, if it's really just in our imaginations, that's a big one right there. If it's in our imaginations, I don't mess with it, no way. But other people will base like a big part of their lives around that, and I don't like imaginary things. I like things that I can like taste, like I can taste this booster pack. It's here. I can't taste a ghost, so it's not here. I can't taste it. So in other words, if I was in a scary movie, I would be the husband who doubts the wife that the house is haunted, and I'd probably be one of the first ones to die. Let's be honest. The overconfident dad who doesn't believe the wife that the house is haunted, he always dies. He always dies because he didn't believe. So he's getting punished for that in the movie. You're like, oh, honey, there's no ghosts here. Ghosts suck. Any ghost in here is super lame and gay. And then, he's like, the ghost strangles him to death or something later on. Damien is good. Mr. Want to taste a ghost? Aovic. IDEK. All right. I'm just saying, if you can't taste it, is it really real? I don't know. But again, I'm accepting that there might be some sort of, thing beyond physics, perhaps. Or maybe something that is within the realm of physics that we just don't have the ability to see. Like I can't see bacteria, for example, right? But bacteria exist. Okay, put this here. All right. Wow. This stream really is brought to you by Mr. Hathim. He really did push the stream pretty far along. Hathim, I'm placing you here. You're number 4. Okay. All right, let's roll. That's Jay Oliver on 5. Mr. J. Oliver. Okay. That is a booster box being handed out to the audience. How nice is that, guys? A whole booster box, 90 bucks. We have Zach. He's back. He says, box of PR2. PBR2. Zach, you going to pull us a manga? I'd love to see a manga come out. Sarah Dusenberry would probably not like to see a manga come out. Okay. Oh, my smoke break. Ooh. We are. Grabbing this. Let's start sneeping. This is my smoke break. My smoke break is opening Pokies. This is it for me. All right. Manga has to be in that case. I'm just happy to get a Death Scythe from Gundam. It's called Death Scythe, huh? Pretty wicked cool. It's the Gwyn Weeper. Sneak. All right. And Alakazam, he doesn't have a scythe. He has spoons. Better look out for them spoons. Okay. All right, here goes Mr. Zach. Mr. Zach. Okay, we're starting out with the feet guy. Those white spots on your mat is, in fact, visible germs. Nuh-uh. We are. Ooh. Ah. Wait, that's just an SR. Okay. What do we have here? We've got this guy with his arms folded. And we've got those. He's got his arms folded too. Okay, here's Gloofy. It's Gloofy. Sanji. That's not his name. He told me his name. He said his name is Goofy. Here's... Am I mixing the piles up? I'm mixing the piles up, aren't I? I am mixing the piles up. Oh, my God. Okay, well, who cares then? All right. Okay, ooh. There's your Full Art Dawn card. Boop. Here is that card there. And... oh, the Captain. Ooh. All right. Tossing this over here. And now we see the ghost of PRB2 box. Ooh. Putting this over here. Okay. Very nice. If you can see a ghost, what is it made out of? Here it is. If it's visible, if your physical eyes are detecting a spiritual thing, what is that spiritual thing made out of? And if it is made out of something, is it really a spiritual thing or is it just another physical anomaly? Here's Zach. Mr. Zach. Zach with the Z. You're going to be over here. Here it is. Ectoplasm. Here we are. Is ectoplasm a ghost or is ectoplasm material? All right, because if ghosts are visible, I guess it's not really, like, there's got to be something there for you to see. There's got to be something physically there. Here's Slowpoke. Here's Lucario. A substance in parapsychology and a term in biology. Put this here. It's real. Aliens. Okay, and here is Heracross. Ooh, Heracross. What state of matter is a ghost? Gas. That's right, like ghastly. Joshua Ramos is here. One Raw Shuffle, one Twilight. Out of the bag. Here's this. And here's the Raw Shuffle, like St. Elmo's Fire. Elmo became a saint. Are they shutting down Sesame Street? 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right. Cold pack. You got a cold one, kind of like Coldplay. Okay. That was a Raw Shuffle. They get hotter when a cold one gets pulled. I saw one, but it was a split second. There it is. All right. Here's Lucian, Cremorant, Dragapult. What did it make you think after you saw it? What's your conclusion from your experience? Does it make you more scared of, like, being good or being bad? Does it make you feel like you're being haunted? Let's grab this. Do you not go to that place anymore? When I was a kid, I had a lot of siblings, and one of the mean tricks the older kids would play on the younger kids is we would tell them that there was a ghost in the basement, you know, and we would like vividly describe it like, oh, it's got one eye and big sharp teeth and it's going to come kill you or something like that, right? We'd say these horrid things. And then we'd bring them down into the basement, shut all the lights off, and run back upstairs and close the door so it's pitch black. And you could hear them screaming, and we thought it was hilarious. So basically, you know, we were traumatizing them. But, you know, we were young and stupid. We were just kids ourselves, too. And, you know, and it happened to me, it happened to everyone. So everyone got kind of like, you know, made fun of or teased or scared. And one of the things you kind of remember from that is those kids really believed they saw something, even though you knew there was nothing down there. So there's nothing down there. You just told them there was something down there, and then they thought they saw it. And so, you know, so one of the powerful things about spirits and angels and ghosts and demons is you can kind of tell a person to believe their imagination for what they've seen, or, you know, to sort of interpret it a particular way. And it works. It's been 15 years. I saw one, but it was a split second. Nice energy, like St. Elmo's fire. But yeah, we used to do mean little tricks like that. We are. Actually, that was another thing. So I'm always talking about how having a lot of siblings was like a genetic experiment almost. Like you got to see different genes in different people because there were so many people coming from the exact same two parents, right? And so you could see how one could be more like mom, one could be more like dad. And, oh, this feels heavy. This is the good one at them. All right, so I'm just saying that to tease you. So here's an interesting thing. Some of the kids would freak out more when you turned all the lights off and closed the door so they were in pitch black. And then there would be like a kid who didn't cry at all. Are they a psychopath? Are they just braver? So, and what is that? Is bravery like a character skill that you're born with, you know? So some people are just automatically born less scared of things. Very fascinating. Some people might be born more sensitive to the dark. And some might be less sensitive to the dark. Very fascinating. There it is. So like there was a younger brother, real young, and he just didn't freak out in the dark. He didn't care. There it is. All right. He did not care. He's like, I don't care about this. It's like he figured it out pretty fast what it was, and the dark didn't scare him that much. There it is. All right. I have 11 siblings, and I can agree that what you're saying, mister, is absolute truth. Childhood trauma created by children. Yeah. Terrence Mans, you had 11 brothers and sisters too? Dang, dude. Here we are. Yeah, I came from a big family. Tyler's coming from a big family. I didn't know that. All right. Very nice. Now, I had an older sister who was pretty bad to me for a little while, but, you know, it's funny because as we got older, we were like a group, you know? So there were so many kids that you grouped into like pairs and stuff like that. So I had two older sisters, and then I was the oldest son, and we preferred each other's company to any of the other kids because it's like, you know, we were better than them. The younger kids were annoying. They were trashy, you know? They were the riffraff, and we were smarter and, you know, more cooperative and, you know, had more fun, right? So, yeah, we didn't really associate with the other siblings that much because there were too many siblings. So I had two older sisters, and one of them was real violent, real violent. And she was violent to me for a while, and then one day she was just done with all that. She just didn't do it anymore. Weird, right? Here we are. God added random stats when you're born. Yeah, basically, exactly. Well, and that's what's so fascinating about talking about genetics and breeding and all that stuff. Look at dogs. Look at dogs. Dogs are so exceptionally different from each other with different sizes, heights, skills, looks, tastes when you eat them. No, we don't eat dogs, but we eat pigs, right? But, you know, dogs have different, just completely different profiles from each other. And we brought that about with genetic diversity. So we had a lot of genetic diversity, and we like bred them specifically with intentions. And so this tells me we could be doing this with humans. We could be breeding humans to be taller, sexier, maybe better butt, maybe a better brain. Who knows, right? But if we were to do this, everyone would freak out, you know, because you do not want to be dubbed the undesirable genes. Like, wait a second. I like the idea of human progress, but what if I had the undesirable genes? That's a direct threat to my like existence, essentially. And yet it seems like this field of science, and it's really science is what it is, seems like this really important thing, doesn't it? If you could just make humans better in most dimensions, that would be a good thing. But we're too scared about it. It's too taboo, and it's going to lead to a lot of racial fighting. So, you know, and there was a guy in the past in the 1940s who wanted to work on that kind of stuff too, and he wasn't so great. Still, but you know, I love science. I like what Elon Musk is doing with like the brain chips and stuff like that. Oh, we're gonna have like psychic brain chips. We're gonna communicate to drones and then or robots, and robots are gonna walk around doing stuff. We're not even gonna talk. We're gonna think with our brains, and then the robots will start moving around. That's telepathy. Holy, you know, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing. I love that stuff. And so, you know, I wish humans weren't so taboo or weren't so wicked to each other so that we could work on stuff like, you know, selective genetic breeding in order to bring about, I don't know, like the superhuman soldiers and all that crap. But we're not doing that. We're just sort of, you know, mating randomly almost. Like, you're hot, I'll have sex with you. So, and then maybe some guys have more money and they have better offspring as a result. Probably not. Actually, I think a lot of the times we have that reverse scenario occurring, like that from the movie Idiocracy, where it's like the people who are maybe more scientific or something, they don't have that many children. They have like 1 or 2 children. And then you got, you know, some goofy ass lady in the countryside having like 10 kids, and they're all named like Stinky, Doofy, Funny. But, you know, I can't say that because my family had a big bunch of kids and they weren't all that successful. I think I was successful and that was about it. I'm a doctor. Cybernetics will be super cool. Hello, says AO0AJ the Great Zero. Hey, what's up, man? Tyler McCatch, 20 Pokey Shuffles, 5 live customs. Holy, dude, that's a big order. What the hell? 5 live customs. Let's get it. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, and we got 5. The subject of genetics is incredibly fascinating to me. I don't approach it from like, oh, superior genes this, superior genes that. I don't feel that way about it. It's like a video game. It's everything in life is like a video game for me. That's my 1000%. That is my style of thinking. I've learned you can think that way. You know, like the way you go into a video game. Chansey Tora Karuta, huh? Let's see what that is. Oh, the 1996 Koro Chansey Tora Karuta. These are super duper rare. Look, PSA graded this. A little Japanese boy cut these up out of a Koro magazine because that's where they come from. And now those magazines that have the sheet of Tora Karuta cards in it, those magazines sell for thousands of dollars now. So these are really expensive. And yeah, it's just really fun. If you were here when we opened up, I sent a whole collection of these off to grade. If you're here when we opened up that PSA return, you could have seen them all together. It's super cool. I think I have a video of it up there somewhere. But so that's yours, Mr. Tyler. Do you think leaving your home was very vital for you to become successful? Well, I don't know. Maybe if I had had really good parents, maybe I actually would have gone to school for political science and participated in politics or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. Maybe like a lawyer or something. I like law. Law's fun. That's a very conservative job. But yeah, I mean, where I ended up at the end of the day, where I ended up was probably beyond anything else I could have done, you know? But yeah, I might have had a more traditional trajectory, and instead I had this kind of crazy trajectory that was based off of having to take care of myself and be a risk taker. So I don't know. Who knows what could have happened if I just had really normal parents. So let's grab these. Toss this over here. I love the weird slabs. I do too. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab 20 Pokey Shuffles. All right, but yeah, I love the idea that one day humans can tinker with our genetics themselves. You know, humans are always trying to improve our lives. That's what we do. Everything we do is to improve our lives. There's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And so we got all this medicine to help with our failing heart. We got all this medicine to help with our, you know, aging knees. We got all this medicine to help with our receding hairline and whatever else is going on in life. We got all these toys and restaurants and alcohol and tobacco, wacky tobacco, and just all this stuff. And it's all there to make life as a human improved. We should be tinkering with our genes. That's like tinkering with the human blueprint right off the bat. Like, why don't you start the game with a better character? See what I'm saying? So like, if you could edit your character in the screen, you wouldn't make yourself extra short. You'd probably make yourself at least 6 foot, maybe 6'4", right? So if you could tinker with your genes and just make yourself 6'4", why wouldn't you do that? You would just go do that. Ooh, so only one Eevee Poker 10 popping out this time. Let's see. So I think that's a $70 card. So that's a miss for the Pokey Shuffles. We are. All right, so you sniped the Toro Karuta Chansey, but you have a miss on the poker card here. Let's see. I believe it's this one. Here it is. So we put it in there for 60, but it actually was a $70 card at the time that we priced it. I just put it in there to be cheap, to be nice. Whew. All right. Thank you so much, Tyler. I really appreciate it, man. Wow. That's a big order. That was a $200 order, by the way, guys. One of those monster-sized orders. The human genome. I know a lot of people in chat would like to tinker with Sydney Sweeney's genes. Whoa! All right. Well, a lot of people thought that that was a sort of like eugenicist ad. Do you guys think it was intentionally that way? All right, we got Zach Stekskowski, one live custom. You got it, Mr. Zach. One cold live custom. There it is. She got a big old lemon head. Ouch. I was going to take it that far. She got lemon head, huh? Look at this hair cross. He's 75. He's from Pokemon Silver. I'm going to bring him down to 45 bucks. So he's way, way cheaper. And now he's going to go right into the Poke Shuffle. Buy Heracross. It's crisper to the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so he's way on sale. Still a great card. He's probably priced at 75 because that's probably what he's actually costing online. But we're going to make him cheap. This isn't called the Poke Shuffle. This is called the Clearance Shuffle. Heracross Poker 10. Okay, there it is. Self-preservation prevents the self-aware from allowing others to truly surpass their limits without being blah, 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 blah. It's stupid because if it was a colored girl, no one would have said anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose. I don't really know. Here it is. All right. Toss this up here. Okay. Maybe that's the game, is to get people talking about your product these days. We'll just put this in the live customs now. We can put this in the live customs. Centiskorch. But I feel like he's not exciting enough. He's not loved, you know, by enough people. Let's grab this. We have Mr. Tyler, and he says 20 more Poke Shuffles. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. All right. 20 more Poke Shuffles. You ready? When do you see yourself getting a child? Probably pretty soon. That's most definitely the game. They knew what they were doing. I'm going to order it from the child store. We got 1, 2, 3. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Very good. Let's see. We got Iron Thorns. Here's Voltorb. And one more. 2 live. All right, cool. Cool. So we're going to put those 2 live back in. A little bit of a better round this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. My goodness. My goodness. All right. Oh, let's get that music playing. What are we listening to? Ooh, I hope this music wasn't copyrighted. I bet it's copyrighted as hell, dude. They're always copyrighting that music. Oh, that's a good Poke Shuffle snipe there then. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that Poke Shuffle snipe. MS70, Year of the Dragon. Oh, yeah. So there's always a silver coin somewhere in the live customs. Looks like you've ran into it. Oh, look at that. Year of the Dragon. So you just pulled a MS70 silver coin. Did you know silver has actually gone up in value recently? It used to go for like 30. Now it's going for like 40. And this is actually graded silver, so it's worth more than the spot price. It's got a decorative artwork on it, Year of the Dragon 2024, which was last year, and it's got a perfect grade. MS70 is a perfect grade. Pretty neat. All yours. All right. We're going to say Tyler McCash. Good. Excellent. Okay. That's pretty neat. Do you guys like having silver coins in the live customs? That might not last forever. I might run out of silver coins. And then I'll have to make a decision whether or not to renew the silver that I have, whether it's a worthwhile endeavor. Because, you know, every time I show off that silver, it's pretty rare to sell it. It doesn't sell that often. All right, so we got Iron Thorns and Voltorb. Let's go grab those. All right. So he's a 55. Here's this. And here is this. Very nice. I like the silver, man. The silver's cool. So that is Iron Thorns 10. And that is Classic Collection Voltorb. Very nice. In the style of the base set. Okay. Honestly, an impressive hit. Yeah, I think that coin goes for more than 70. I could be wrong, but I think it does. But that kind of evens out the last round a little more. Okay. A friend of mine just recently bought 4.5 million year old meteorite. Oh, that's cool as heck. You know, it's funny you bring that up. I was doing research on alternative assets, and one of the suggestions was a meteorite. But it says when you buy a meteorite, you have to be very careful to get an authentic meteorite from space. And not to just buy some crappy meteorite. You have to get like the real deal. And it has to be like certified and all this other stuff. And then when you go to resell it, apparently it's very hard to resell. It's a perfect severe and it has an insane pattern to show off. I think he means perfect sever. I think that's what he's trying to say there. Wow, so we had a nice busy stream, man. We've been busy. We've been busy. All right, so here we are, Jay Oliver. One more spot to hand out. Let's see what it is. Boom, we got Ryan Shapiro. All right, number 6, Ryan Shapiro. This is a whole booster box being donated by Mark. Landing on 5, that's Jay Oliver. Jay Oliver pulling the box. Mr. J. Should have seen Dana White Meteorite Collection. Holy. He's got a meteorite collection? Dang, dude. That's so interesting. I read about a couple things. So meteorites are collectible. Bones are collectible. You can collect human bones. You can collect animal bones. Those apparently go up in value. And so one of the things, if you're a rich guy, one of the things you can collect are like dinosaur fossil bones, which are super expensive. You gotta be rich to own a dinosaur. You gotta be insanely rich to own a dinosaur. And there's other types of animal fossils, like maybe like an impression left in the rocks, you know, over a couple million years. But those things are super rare and go for a heck of a ton of money. Lots of money. It's all fake, obviously, though. The devil worshippers put those fossil bones in the ground to trick you into believing that Noah's Ark wasn't real. There were no dinosaurs because they didn't mention them in the Bible. Anyway, I'm just being a goof. But yeah, it's cool as hell, man. What do you think of that? The dinosaur bone collecting. I saw like a T-Rex tooth, and it was like certified, and they only wanted like 12,000 for it or some crazy amount. I don't remember what it was. Some gigantic amount, and all it was some chipped, bad-looking tooth. Wasn't even good. It didn't look like it was in great condition. Well, yeah, just a couple of $10,000. Come on, man. I own an authentic graded T-Rex tooth. Oh, that's what I was just talking about. That's so funny. Yeah, I saw one of those, really expensive. Ready? All right. Oh, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could buy that. You know why? Because I really question their ability to determine that it's truly a T-Rex tooth and not just some dinosaur tooth. I question that. He got a golden hourglass. There you are. So I'd be scared. One theory is the dinosaurs may have died in the flood, and that's why they're found all over the earth. That's what happened. That is what happened. You figured it out. There it is. Here's a cold one. A cold one. Here's the monkey. Ooh, ee. Yo, AJ, is that Alvaro? I own an authentic graded T-Rex tooth. By the way, who was it, the guy who just won this? I said his name and then I promptly forgot. It was Jay Oliver. Oh, yeah. Mr. J. Mr. J. Jay, what's the name on your bag? What bag am I looking for? Okay, we got Zorrook. I reached out to a forensic team that cross-checked it with authenticated T-Rex bone structure from a museum. That's pretty cool. Here's this. Ah. All right. Okay. Oops. It's about as good as you can get in terms of, like, making a claim, you know, like, yeah, it's authentic. Why? Well, because the guy said it was. Look, it's the same structure, duh. Here's the Q font. But no, that stuff's cool. So collecting bones, collecting meteors. I think, yeah, I don't know, man. What other cool things are there to collect? You can collect, like, special real estate, I suppose. You know, like, this is where they filmed Twilight. You know, something like that. All right. All right. Here's a gold one. You could collect women's used panties. Tossing this over here. What could you collect? What's an alternative collection? I was learning about rhodium, by the way. God, I'm so weird, man. Before we went live today, I was watching like this 30-minute long silver video where they were talking about silver. And I was listening to them talk about how silver has moved up to 40 and how they're wondering if the price has gotten stuck now because a lot of silver guys are cashing in their silver at this new high price so that they can go buy gold or something like that. So they were, you know, they were discussing, you know, the problems with silver, buying and selling silver. There it is. And they can't tell because they all wanted to see it go to like $50 or something like that. And they're like, it's going to go to 50, but then it didn't go to 50. So they're like, yeah, why is silver stuck? Funny enough, all the Shawshank Redemption locations still use the movie to promote boring tourism. Boring tourism. You're welcome. Invest in aluminum now while it's still cheap. It's reaching an artificial ceiling. Oh, the price of silver. Mr. J is Mr. Julio. Let's grab your bag. Thank you. You'd be surprised how not memorized I have all these names, so you always have to help me a little bit. Thank you so much, Mr. J. And thank you, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark donated that. That was a $90 donation. How crazy is that? Okay. One could collect photos of people they don't know by going to antique stores and garage sales. What? Do people sell pictures of themselves at gas stations or garage sales? I mean, I'm sorry, garage sales? I don't think they do that. That's hella weird, dude. That's what I did. Traded in silver for gold and a vacation after buying in low years back. So you traded your silver in because you think that it's done now. You think this is the high point. It's probably not going to go much higher. You're not going to hold for another 10 years, huh? It's an interesting, you know, it's an interesting thing. Silver is very pretty and it's very accessible. Gold is not accessible. Even the 1/10 ounce coin, it's like $400, $500. It's like ridiculous. Whereas silver, you can have a nice big heavy coin in your hand and it's totally accessible to normal people. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think silver is going to do badly, but I question if it'll do as good as gold because I don't know if the banks sit on silver. Do banks sit on silver? Let me look at it. Do banks use silver as a reserve currency or do they only use gold? Central banks primarily use gold, not silver, as a reserve asset. There you go. There you go. Yep, I would hold gold then. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to say because I do remember silver was like $28 just a couple years ago. Now it's like 40. That's not bad. That's not bad, you know? It's not horrible. It's not probably not the best, but it's not bad. You know, I think a lot of the people who buy and hold silver, they're waiting for the economy in the world to collapse so that they can start trading in silver. So they're not necessarily buying it just so that they can make money on it. A lot of them are buying it as a sort of protection. They're like, okay, if it all goes to crap, I'm protected because I have some silver. Look at that Starmie. That looks nice, doesn't it? That looks nice as F, dude. So banks wouldn't even take silver. I don't think the banks use silver as a reserve currency. All right, guys, we had fun. We did the giveaway. Thank you, Mr. Mark. It's 5:25. Perfect wrap-up time. I got a lot of work to do. I got to go, guys. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys for the Friday daytime stream. Let's make it another vertical stream. We'll upset some people. See you later, everybody. Have a nice night.